Yush. Um, tried to get this to broadcast on YouTube, but I guess I just need to learn the language of endless fucking squares. uh, but
Are you it's going through the PlayStation or whatever?
yeah, it's going to the PlayStation right now.
Weird. Because I guess in that case you probably wouldn't be able to change language option easily.
Gah. But I got through it eventually. I found a way to kind of get around it. It kept sending messages to my phone, so I just activated my phone instead of through the PlayStation. Once I
Oh shit, what the fuck just happened? That was weird.
what happened?
I think my Vince Neil's following me around for some reason.
Yush, that's hot. Stick Vince Neil up my ass
Damn it, why is he following me?
because he
Hate it when
wants to
that
tell you about the
happens.
girls, girls, girls. Man, that'd be annoying to
I
have Vince
can
Neil
can
following you
I
around.
there's like a way you can get um him to just like sit somewhere, yeah. Like I think he got on my shoulder and
Oh,
then
a parrot. Okay, I was wondering if
yeah.
this was a horse or a parrot. Because Vince Neil
Yeah,
can
how do I
become.
yeah. How do you can I where's he at?
What I normally do is I just fall. If I fall from a great enough height, then the parrot will hop off me. Specifically, if you fall enough where you take a tiny amount of damage.
Well, I don't know where he is now, so hopefully he doesn't keep following me. I wish he was on top of the roof though, because ideally I'd like him to eventually be struck by lightning.
Yeah,
So
of course. I mean, it's Vince Neil. I get it. I mean, that's his role. That's literally Vince Neil's job. That
that's why he
fact.
was named Steel.
Vince Neil. Vince Squeal. Vince Eel. Holy shit. Do you get
Oh
it, Alex?
shit. Hold
Oh my
on.
fucking
Do
god.
we have any more do we have any more name tags? I should name a pig Vince Squeal.
Pig squeal.
So I was thinking the two things I want to do are I want to burn down another villager outpost,
Yush.
and I was gonna like carry around obsidian to finish out any portals we come across.
Oh
And I
yeah.
have like steel and stuff too, so
Hot damn.
man, I think I'm about to win $300. I don't want to jinx myself because a couple weeks ago I was about to win 6 grand, and then this dude
Holy
scored this
shit.
meaningless touchdown at the end of a game, and it dropped me like 5,000. I only won like 700, and I was like, "Gotta be
Wow.
kidding me!"
That's that's quite a lot. God.
It's like at the very end of the game, I was like, the only way that I don't win at least 5 grand right now is if this guy scores a touchdown. Then like next play.
Meow.
Like, god damn it.
That's hot. I mean, that sucks, of course. Meow.
Yeah, as long as I'm not losing money, it's all good.
Meow. Uh, my company is making me lose money, so that's cool. Oh, what the hell? Am I about to get
Nice.
kicked from the server? Oh, yeah, it is pretty nice. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you know, most people they just want to make a bunch of money, but I want to be above that. Please take my money. Hell
In
yeah.
this economy,
Yeah, I've got too much already. I demand it.
where are where are you at?
Oh, I'm near that that outpost I was working on, Kathleen Hanna number 4.
Okay, I couldn't remember. Been a while.
Let's see.
It's
And
been a while
it's been a
since
while
I said I'm sorry.
since I sucked my own dick and made another shitty song. Hell yeah. So
That Puddle of Mud cover of Nirvana, and then they're like,
oh yeah, that's a year old now.
please don't do anymore. And he's like, I think it'd be a good idea if I did Alice in Chains.
Oh
Thanks, guys.
yeah.
Just
Actually,
like saying stuff like that.
I think it would be because it would be entertaining. I
Oh,
think
I
he
think he
should.
should do it, to be fair.
Yeah, he should. Ruin Alice in Chains.
The best is the video where it like slows down right before every scream and his head like expands and
Yeah, I love
stuff.
that. It's like God. It's so brilliant.
Oh God, so funny.
Our finest musician in our generation.
Oh yeah.
So, oh yeah, I should tell you that horrible story about the two morons who tried to steal from me. It's pretty hot.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
You
there
haven't
was
had to deal with that anymore, have you? God damn it, Vince Neil.
no fucking
Get out of
Vince
here.
Neil, always trying to like wander around and exist and shit. Fucking piece of
Just
shit.
following me around now.
Yeah, what's that about? But oh, I'm running low on food.
Oh, you can make him stay. Okay, he's just on this glass bridge now then. You can just stay
Caw.
there.
Caw! Literally
With
caw!
these random chickens. I almost called them ducks.
Now
Their
that would
life is
be
clearly not turbulent like a hurricane. So
racist if you called them ducks. Somehow, whatever, I don't know.
instead, I'm just gonna push them off that bridge.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
which
they
is
don't.
not
They
racist.
called it.
But
That's right.
yeah, the morons, the brilliant. Whoa, that's another deep cave here, huh? Interesting. But anyway, so
Do you have
like
any signs?
no, and I still can't read your signs. The
Damn it!
fuck?
You should. I was gonna say you should name it Nick Cave.
Oh yeah, but I don't think I'll get the joke. Caw. But is that an Enderman? Yeah, there's an Enderman down there. But anyway,
There's the end of it.
so like last week, like the day before New Year's, I went out and there was this blind date sort of thing that was supposed to happen, and it didn't happen because she never showed up.
Oh,
um,
sweet.
and never heard back. So, being stood up, that kind of thing happened.
All worked out.
Yeah. So it's like, well, I'm gonna just head out and
Well, that had to have been the worst part of the night.
oh yeah. um oh shit. Came all the way down here just for my pickaxe to break, god damn it. But anyway, so I decided to go for a walk at like the temples nearby. Um and there weren't a lot of people around. And it's like the night before New Year's Eve. So I don't know. I guess maybe a lot of people were partying or whatever. But I remember taking pictures of this temple, and this woman gets really close to me, and she starts trying to talk to me, and I just had my guard up immediately. Like I'm just like I'm gonna start backing away from this stranger who's like coming up to me trying to talk to me. Uh, but then I got to like the edge of the curb, and I guess this is dumb on my part, but I just kind of stopped because like the curb was behind me. I wasn't really thinking
Oh, okay.
about her distance. I was just like, I'm gonna put my phone in my book bag, like because I don't want her to like trying to reach in my pocket and take it. So like, I look down and I open my book bag, and then all of a sudden I see a hand like taking money from the wallet thing that I accidentally left open from the last time I used it, like from a tuk tuk ride.
Oh,
Yeah, like oh, oops. Like she saw money and
awesome.
she instinctively grabbed it, which is pretty fucking cool.
Here, let me get that for you.
Yeah, like it looks like that's a burden on you, all this cash on you. There's only two tens, But she did that. I'm like, what the fuck? It was so quick uh, that it was like just really caught me off guard. Uh, and she just like walks away, and there's this old man on a motorcycle, and she just gets on the back of the motorcycle with this old man. And I don't know if he knew what she was doing. I have no idea. But they start driving, and I'm like, "Fuck you!" And I just grab the back of
With
the
your money in her hand?
yeah. And I grabbed the back of the motorcycle, and I'm just like, "Fuck this! If I let go of this, then she's just gone forever with my money." So I just held on to it, and I'm running with it. Then all of a sudden, it gets faster, and I'm no longer running. I'm like on the ground, but I'm like refusing to let go.
Ooh.
So I got dragged for like I don't know 20 or I don't know how many feet, like 20 or 30 feet. I'm just like, ah,
Did
fuck
the
you.
dude even know? So like, well, he
I'm
had
not
to have
sure.
known, yeah.
Like I'm not sure what was going on in his head. I have no idea what he was thinking. He was just this old man, and he might have been part of it or something. I don't know, but I got dragged for a long time, like on my side, and I also hit my knees when I hit the ground. Just knees first, so both my knees got bashed open a little bit, cut open. I guess that's what I should. That's more accurate. Um, and um, I refuse to let go, and I'm being dragged on the ground, and I feel like water, like I'm being dragged through like water, like piss water, the Phnom Penh piss water that's everywhere.
Oh, with your now fresh open sores.
Yeah, yeah, that was cool. But then all of a sudden I hear a loud crash, and I notice I'm not moving anymore. I'm like, okay, it fell over. Like they both like fell over. Like I
That's
fell,
awesome.
yeah, I fell to my left. Oh, is it? Oh, is it nighttime out there? I'm.
Yeah, God, this music is so fucking loud. It's just like, doo 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 doo, like over you talking. I'm like, Jesus,
That's
weird.
hot, huh? I I just hear that like usual calming music. Do do do
This is
do.
like supposed to be calming, but it's just like insanely loud for some reason.
I wonder if you can like change a setting and that'll reduce the noise of the music, the volume. I don't know why I said noise. Oh shit! There's a Ted Cruz. Yes, I got in bed just in time before the Ted Cruz got me.
Oh shit! Hold on, Steve. Hold on. I'm checking the. Hold on. I can. Okay, I'm gonna turn my music down a little bit.
Meow.
Because good God, this is.
Good golly. But so
Okay,
anyway,
there we go.
so the old man and the woman crashed. I fell onto my left, so I must have pulled it toward the left. So they fell to their left, and the motorcycle like kind of slid on the ground a little bit, and I just got up, and I was pretty mad, and the lady was pretty mad too because she got caught and couldn't get away. The old man got up, and he just drove away, and his phone was on the ground, and I noticed her phone was on the ground too. So I just walked up and picked up both phones, and
See,
this
that's the complete correct move to make too.
yeah. And then she's like, "Give me my phone," and I'm just like, "No, no, you're gonna give me my $20 you just stole from me." And she's like, "What $20? I didn't steal money from you." Like, just like completely denying it, but in broken English, and we're just arguing for a long time, back and forth, pointlessly. Um, and it was interesting because it's this weird moment where it's like it's the middle of the night. I'm just like a foreigner arguing with like a local woman, and like who knows, like they could feel like I'm like an abusive outsider who's just attacking this innocent woman, and she could say whatever she wants. She can just tell
Yeah,
them
you never
anything.
know.
So I was just like I was kind of nervous about that, but her and I are arguing for a long time, like I was negotiating with her like, you give me my fucking money, and I'll give you your phone. If you don't give me my money, then thank you for the phone. uh, and
Hey, hold on a second. I gotta restart my thing real quick. My game froze.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, one second. Hold on.
Yush.
Yo.
Yush. Yushington. Yushmeister. Menudo. Okay, is it working now?
Um. Yeah.
Is it
I'm just.
squanching now? Caw. All right. It's squanching. Um, like I was saying, so I grabbed the horrible lady's phone, and the old man just like gets up and drives away. So he abandons her. She argues with him, and I don't know what he's saying, but it looks like he's just like fuck this. He just takes off. Um, so now it's just her and me like arguing with each other, and I just keep telling her, if you give me my $20 that you took out of my fucking uh, wallet that I had, my book bag, then I'll give you your phone and we can go our separate ways, or your phone will just be my phone. Like, which do you want? I kept explaining this to her very carefully, um, and like we were like arguing with each other, just back and forth. Give me my phone, I'll give, or give me my money, I'll give you my phone, or your phone, for like 5 minutes. And I could tell she was about to finally break. She was stubborn though. She had my money in her hand, and all these people are looking at us, uh, which was awkward. But she had it in her right hand, and she kept saying, "No, no, no, you give me my phone first, then I'll give you the money." I'm just like, "No." It was just that back and forth. But it seemed like she was about to budge. She was about to budge, but then this fucking moron, ass clown, idiot, weirdo with like weird pus sores all over his face just showed up out of nowhere. He got off someone else's motorcycle, and starts trying to intimidate me. He doesn't speak any fucking English at all. This guy. He's this tall, very lanky, gross-looking. Like he looks like a he looks like a meth head. he like he had that like kind of distinctive meth face. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
and uh, I'm I realized after I took her phone that that's probably her boyfriend. So he did not give a shit about who was right and who was wrong. He just gave a shit about her, and I think he was probably like aware that she stole from me, but he didn't give a shit. He just wanted money, and I wasn't gonna give it to him. So him and he's like getting in my face, but not touching me. And then he walks away and grabs like a big piece of concrete, and he has it up above his head, and he's like walking toward me, and I'm just like, yeah, do it. Do it. Let's escalate this stupidly. Let's be morons about it. That always solves every
Yeah,
problem in the world.
clearly you have a dog in this fight. Like for some reason. Thank
Yeah.
you
Uh,
involving yourself in this.
yeah. Just choosing to be an asshole for no reason. Uh, but I it was like an idle threat. Like he just puts it down like almost immediately. Uh, maybe he knew like he wasn't gonna do shit. Um, so he's acting like that, just trying to be really, manly and brave at me. And they're both arguing with me. Meanwhile, the old man had come back around at some point, and when he came around, I thought he was gonna start defending her too, but he just wanted his phone, and I gave him his phone, and he just fucked off. He just left, and I don't know if that old man went and got this boyfriend, or if the old man had absolutely nothing to do with these fucking thieves. But yeah, because that guy with the white pus in his face showed up, that ruined the negotiation. Like she was about to just give me my money back, um, but then she doubled down because now she had backup, moronic backup. So we're just arguing, and I'm just calling her a thief in Khmer, which is Jiao, Jiao Loi. Like she stole money, Jiao Loi. And then she's saying that I'm a thief. So all of a sudden, this another Khmer man shows up, and he speaks some English. And I don't think he had anything to do with this. He was just like I think he witnessed me get dragged. He was on a motorcycle. He starts asking her questions, and he's trying to be like the mediator. This random guy in a white T-shirt, and she's just going on in Khmer, and I have no idea what she's saying. And then I finally realized what she's telling everyone, because he asked me this question. He's like, "Did you have sex with her, and now you're refusing to pay her?" And I'm just like, "No, what the
Oh my
fuck?"
god.
Like she was telling people
That
that
like wow.
like I ripped her off, and that I owe her more money. I'm just like, what? She already stole money from me, and now she's telling people that I owe her money? What the fuck? And I tell the guy,
Oh
no, I
man.
didn't have sex with this fucking awful person. Uh, and I refuse to have sex with this person. He eventually just like rolls his eyes and just drives away. It was a waste of his time, basically. So she then changes her tune. The boyfriend kind of walks away to a corner, and then she starts saying to me, "Okay, look, I already have your money, so how about we just have sex? And that way it's not theft. I mean, this way you like." So she's trying to take the
What
theft
the
into
fuck?
a retroactive transaction. I'm just like, no, I
Feel
don't want.
bad about
Wait, what? I couldn't hear
that.
you.
Like, I feel bad about stealing something, so
So I'll just have. I guess she was a prostitute or something. She's just like, okay, okay, look, like we'll make this even. I'll have sex with you, and then it'll be okay because you paid retroactively. You paid in
that's so
advance.
fucking that's so weird.
And I was like, no, I don't want to have sex with you. But she's saying boom boom. You want to boom boom with me? And I'm like, no boom boom, no. Yeah, that's what they say for sex, boom boom. They also say it in Thailand, apparently. And I'm like, Ate Bong, Ate Bong Okun Boom Boom. Like, no thank you, no thank you to the Boom Boom. It sounds like a child, like, talking also. Like, Boom Boom. What is with all these fucking Endermen? Jesus Christ. Shit! No, 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 no! What the fuck?
Did you die?
Yeah, he killed me. Stupid
Oh shit!
asshole.
I forgot I made my cover the "Do They Talk" and the horse. That actually looks really cool on my profile. It's funny.
Caw. Okay.
That's crazy.
But, where was I? Yeah, she's offering me sex now, so that it's not technically theft anymore. Like, that'll clear her name. And I'm like, fuck no. And she's like, she got really mad at this point when I said I don't want
What
to have
the
sex with her.
fuck?
She's like, wait, you don't want to have sex with me? Like, she said it exactly in that tone. You don't want to have sex with me? Like, like it was ridiculous for me to not want to fuck her. Like, she was just all that.
It's so bizarre.
And then that, like, when I said I didn't want to have sex with her, she she was so pissed that she threw her shoe at me.
No, she must
She's
have thought you were George Bush.
yeah, she
That explains all of this.
I guess it's more like a sandal. Fuck off. Fuck off. There you go, you piece of
Like a
shit.
slide or something.
Uh Not a shoe, more like a sandal. It was a sandal or a flip-flop,
Yeah,
whatever. But fucking zombies and don't have time to pull out my sword.
a slide perhaps.
So she did that, and I just picked up her shoe and decided it was mine. I just told her that, oh, thanks for the shoe. Like, I guess this is mine too. She didn't like that. uh, so now I had her phone and her shoe, and I kept saying like, hey, we can still resolve this, but I'm probably gonna take your phone. Like if I'm
Things keep
leaving.
going this way, I'm just gonna assume your identity.
Yeah.
I
So I
get a hold
just
of that other shoe.
so then she's like, okay, give my boyfriend my phone, and I'll give you the money after he has the phone. I'm just like, God, you're
Right.
fucking stupid. You're a fucking idiot. God, this is so bad. Like, how are you this bad at negotiating, lady? Like, seriously? So I just called a Grab a tuk tuk. You know, Grab is like the Cambodian version of Uber for tuk tuks, and so I just
Yeah.
ordered one, and I'm just waiting for it to arrive while her boyfriend is orbiting me, just staring at me, and
How much
sometimes
how much money did she take from you?
it was $20. It was two tens.
Oh, that's not that bad. That's like that's pretty good for a phone.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking. That I was like, I don't feel that bad about it because I got a phone.
Yeah.
So, I'm waiting around for the tuk tuk, and it's taking forever. This guy keeps orbiting me, and sometimes he'll say something to me, and I kept telling him that she was a thief. I would just say Jiao Loi, Jiao, and he would like say something back. He kept getting close to me, trying to intimidate me, and I'm just like, you don't want this. Like, I don't want to fight you. I don't take any pride in fighting you, but I will beat the shit out of you because you're the one in the fucking wrong. Like, and I don't want to do this, but I will. And clearly, I'm bigger than you. uh,
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you like even standing your ground like that. They weren't doing anything. So
yeah,
he clearly was.
bullshitting.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my fucking god, just go, just fucking go. Like, we're at the finish line. Just fucking leave. And like, the boyfriend is orbiting us. He's walking around in circles with a big rock in his hand again. And she's punching the tuk tuk. The driver stops, and I thought I heard the word police, and I'm just like, fuck this. Like, I just got out and I just started walking down the street, and the guy starts, like, I see him like following me, and then he stops, and then he follows me, and then he stops, and I'm getting further and further away, and I'm about to call another tuk tuk, but then a motorcyclist comes up and tells me to get on, and then all of a sudden the tuk tuk driver comes out of nowhere, and the motorcyclist lets me off, and I get on the tuk tuk, and then we leave. But then another shady thing happens. uh, like I'm finally out of there, and I'm like looking behind me, making sure that the boyfriend isn't on some motorcycle following me around to try to see where I live or some shit. So, like, I get to my neighborhood, and I just had this feeling like I don't want this tuk tuk driver to know where I live. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know if they offered him money to like return to them to tell them where I live or something like that. Uh, and I don't know if that like sounds paranoid, but like
No,
I
that's smart. That's smart, man. That's really smart. You know what I mean? Like, you
yeah,
never know.
you never
Might
know.
as well. Yeah,
So
it's just easier to,
yeah, so I
yeah.
told the guy like we were like a couple blocks away from my street. I told the guy to stop, and I got out and I paid him, and I didn't ask for change back or anything. He asked me to give him 5 stars on the app, so I just did that. But then I walked away, uh, and he was on the wrong block because of me, and I ducked away and slipped into another alleyway, and I watched him. I could see him through these plants, and he couldn't see me. There was no lighting where I was, but I noticed he started driving in the direction I had walked. When I walked away from him, he saw that I went to his left, so he started following that direction. And I was thinking, well, he's either following me, or he's going to the big road up the street. So I was thinking it's 50-50, and then he just turns around in the middle of the street as his vehicle. He turns his vehicle around in the middle of the street for no reason. uh, what would be for no reason, unless he's looking for me. He turns around, he drives past me, and I'm still hiding in the dark. And I see him. He can't see me. I see him. He's looking around to his left and right, like looking for me. And then he finally drives away. Like he realized he couldn't find me. I think he was like trying to figure out where I lived. Like maybe they offered to give him some money.
Oh
Probably some of
shit!
the,
No, 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 no.
probably some of the money they stole from me. uh,
Yeah, never
so
know.
yeah, you never know. You can't be too safe. So yeah, then I decided to sneak to my block, and I'd always like make sure there was like a car behind me and whatever road was behind me. So like in case he did drive by, he would just see a car blocking the side of me. And I was extra alert and got inside my home and took the SIM card out of my new phone. uh, she had no battery also, so it's not like it tracked me or anything. And yeah, I cleaned my wounds and just sort of vented out loud about what just happened. Because I had to think
I
about it
forgot we
because
had these skeleton horses here.
yeah, those things. Like everything happened so quickly that like my adrenaline was up and I had to like think about what happened for a while.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it was fucking crazy. And that's how I got a new phone.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was only $20, Alex. It's a good deal.
it all worked out.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about buying an like a spare phone anyway. Not like not a new phone, but just like a used phone to have so that when I'm teaching on the app, I can use this other phone to research shit if my student is late. But now I don't have to buy one. Yeah. So that's cool. So,
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
yeah, that's the craziest thing that's happened for a long time. Especially that tuk tuk driver. That was like really weird. Yeah. Really hot also. How much space do I have left? Oh, a little space. Okay. So yeah, that series of bullshit happened. Yeah, and nothing like that has happened since then. But I guess I'm just never gonna go near a temple. Like, how dare I try to like take pictures of like something Cambodia is proud of? I'll just be
That's what
punished
you
by
get.
like random thieves.
Their gods are real.
And
They don't like flash photography.
hell nah. But oh, I eventually went to a place with internet and checked the phone out, turned off all the Google tracing and all that stuff, and there was pictures of the guy and her. So now I have their photos also. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's good actually.
I mean, there's only much I can do with it, like,
I
but
mean, you'll know if you ever see him again.
yeah, yeah, and I could also like draw them in my comics. Yeah, fucking morons. Yeah, the audacity to be offended when someone says they don't want to fuck you, especially after you stole from them. Oh yeah, the arrogance
Yeah, it's really bizarre.
and dumb. I felt proud of like grabbing that motorcycle though. It was like an instinctual thing. Like as soon as it started moving, I just grabbed it. Then I was moving.
I mean, I generally say that's a bad idea, but it worked out.
Yeah, I mean it is a bad idea, but the alternative would be that I would have just lost my money anyway. Uh, meow. God damn. Everything has been pretty peaceful since then.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so yeah, I understand you've had some fucked up situations recently with like Kelsey and
yeah, I
your piece of shit
definitely.
drummer.
Yeah, well, not anymore, at least.
Not anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of funny how everything seems to happen at once like that, though. Like, like out of nowhere. But
Yeah.
the stuff with the drummer was something that eventually was gonna happen anyway. Like, it's I don't know. It's one of those things where he doesn't seem very um proud of whatever his dumb views are. You know,
But
like he
he's
never like is very open about a lot of stuff. It's just kind of one of those things where you can just like it's kind of like my mom's almost like that anymore too, man, where like I feel like she doesn't really speak about politics as much as she used to because there's this overwhelming sense of shame coming from that side of the spectrum, you know, where they like still feel strongly about shit, but they aren't justified. You know what I mean? Because like before they could like hide behind being like patriotic and the military and the police and all these things they supposedly stand for,
yeah.
and now like Trump has brilliantly made them against all those things that they still somehow claim to support, and like they just can't talk like they used to. So they're my mom doesn't say anything about politics anymore. It's kind of nice,
That does sound nice.
and drummer didn't either. So like you know, it's one of those things where you could just look at right wing media and be like, oh, that's probably their views, and I'm sure was right. So yeah, come to find out that he wasn't vaccinated, and I was like, man, that really pisses me off. Like,
Yeah.
kind of figured, but like, I kind of hoped he wasn't that stupid. And then the fact that he's willing to like still, you know, just not in order to continue playing, like to play shows specifically, like you know what I mean? It's one of those things where I was like, I I don't know. Personally, I'm just like, man, I'm not gonna waste any of my time telling this dude what to do. So it was just kind of something, and like there weren't a lot of shows, there weren't a lot of practices, so I was like, I don't know. It was like a little bit of limbo. I was like, I don't really want to work with this person, but like, you know, don't really know where we're gonna go from here anyway. I just kind of kept putting it off, and then some shows started coming back. Kind of the end of this year, like we played at Night Shop and played that Nirvana show, um, and then we actually agreed to play this one at the end of January. We agreed to it probably beginning in December before I think that variant was even found, or at least like I guess maybe that was back in November. It well in advance, just where we didn't think it'd be like this fucking crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Right now. So I don't even think playing the show's a good idea, but like I
yeah,
think I do think that the way they're gonna try to do it, if that's what they're gonna try to do, is probably the best way to do it. So I'm all for it. And he's just like, no, I refuse to give up my autonomy. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna ask you to do that, but if that's gonna come in direct conflict with what the band is trying to do, then that is something that then that's just a problem, and you're gonna have to
yeah,
go. So I'm
yeah,
not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you what's going to happen. You know,
yeah.
because of the stand you want to make. That's
The dumb stand.
um, because I try to at least, you know, it's a collective thing, and with Bill too, I try to at least be like as fair as I can be about some things and not just totally impose my will about stuff. But I mean, Bill was like pretty mad about it too, which was reassuring. So
Yeah.
like, um, and then also that thing he did with the Twitter poll was really infuriating. That made me more
God.
mad than anything, honestly, man. Because I
Yeah.
messaged, you know, I think we agreed to the show. We all were on page for the show, and then when I think first time I heard about the in the email thread about the mandate, I was like, "There's a mandate for this. I'm all good. Bill's all good." Or you know, I didn't even say that, but it's just kind of like I'm putting it out there because I know, like, I have a feeling this is going to be a problem for one of us,
Yeah.
not me. So he just didn't respond, and then later I sent the flyer, which also had that info on there. He didn't respond, and then I looked, and this is after New Year's Eve now. Like this is the beginning of this week, and I'm starting to be like, man, I don't even think we should practice. I don't think we should play the show. But I'm also like, man, if we don't play the show, it's definitely not going to be because of Zach's dumbass. It's going to be
Yeah.
because we shouldn't be in a fucking bar if like shit's just spreading like crazy even with vax people.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but I was like, man, I don't know. I just don't know what to do. So I'm just like, well, I'm definitely not going to put no practice this week. No practice this week. We're going to play it week by week because maybe I was hoping, like, I think it's already kind of declining in other areas like South Africa. So I'm hoping maybe by the end of the month it'll at least we'll be in a better place. It's just hard to make plans even a week or two out, you know.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
Um, so I said no practice on Monday. No one said anything, and I'm kind of talking to Bill on the side the whole time, just so me and him are on the same page
Yeah.
because I think we both kind of had a feeling about this. And then on Tuesday, I get a message from Zach that's like, "Well, I wanted to do this in person, but since we're not getting together," and then he's just like really fucking coy about the whole thing. He's like really walks around the whole issue, and he goes like the way he phrased it was so fucking weak as far as him just like, you know, the whole reason he's going to this length with it is because, you know, this is how he feels, damn it. You know what I mean? It's like clearly you're gonna make this choice, like you're gonna have to make a
This.
choice, and it's the
Yeah.
choice you're making. And he did it in the weakest way possible. He like he goes well, or he all he says to is, I won't be able to play the show on January 29th. And I said, why not?
Yeah. Why not?
Because the thing is, I'm the one, I can't just say that to the guy that we booked the show with. That's not good enough. No matter what the circumstances, anytime before all this, whatever, you know, you owe it to me. Give me a reason because I'm the one that has to deal with the booker.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I know where this is going, but you know what I mean? Just on principle, also.
Yeah.
Um, and then the way he says this is he goes, because if they're following the rules, they won't let me in. So he even the way he phrases that, he like
Yeah.
almost makes it seem like if they're doing what they're supposed to do, if they're doing the right thing, like however you want to take that, doesn't sound like they're wrong. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just that's what he said. And then I was just like,
God. God, that's
I
helpful.
don't want to like look back through stuff because it's just so fucking aggravating. But like, I think I might have asked, or I didn't even. So he didn't even like say it. I think that honestly, dude, the only time I saw it like that, it was ever plain to me clear as day. Um, of him being totally honest about that was when in his shitty Twitter poll he put up, where he put that on the end. I'm unvaccinated. So um, I said, well, that's going to be a big problem.
Yeah.
And then he said, how so?
How so?
And I was like,
What?
well, if
What the
we're going to be
fuck?
playing shows, and if this is what's required for us to play shows, and you're not able to meet those requirements, that's a big problem. And then he goes, it's so crazy. He's like, well, I don't see why us canceling 20-minute set that is for another band's album release is a problem. But and
Oh my
then
god.
like and then
God,
another
what a
like
moron.
like a paragraph and he goes not like a text but he just like spaces out and then he goes uh well it's been uh great working with you guys or whatever, you guys are great musicians and blah blah, and I was just like, take care, man,
God.
because I wasn't gonna argue because it's like, I was telling Bill, like, I wasn't gonna like take the bait on that because I don't give a shit what he thinks about canceling a 35-minute set for someone else's album release show. Because then what about the next show? And
Yeah,
what
the
about
next
the
show.
next?
The next show,
You
yeah.
know, and these are all for like reasons I don't agree with that are just your personal belief that aren't even backed up by anything besides just the way you feel, which I
Yeah.
don't agree with,
Fucking
which
dumb
Bill doesn't
feelings,
even
yeah.
agree with. So I'm just like,
God.
and then while he's doing this, and this is in a group text with me and Bill and Zach, and I think at one point in there, Bill goes, "Oh, that's what he said." He did say at one point, or I said, "Why not?" He did say this is the only time he wasn't like he actually said something else. I forgot about this to be fair to how his dumb thoughts. Um, he did say, "I don't, I'm not willing to, something like give up my autonomy for a vaccine I don't want."
God,
And
what a
then Bill, I think
fucking
Bill was
moron.
even like, um, "You just get the one shot, like, and you're good." The like J&J, you meet the requirement, like, and so like, and then the whole time, because like it's mostly me dealing with Zach. Then the whole time he's texting Bill and being like, and I'm on the phone with Bill the whole time I'm doing this too, and Bill's like, he keeps texting me, "Sorry, Bill," like over and like 5 times or something,
What the hell?
and I'm like, dude, just don't respond. I'm like, it's so weird to me. I'm not getting those messages. So that's bizarre to me.
Yeah, I think
And
maybe he expected Bill to be on his side or something.
I think maybe, and like, or at least like sympathetic, and it's just like Bill is fucking pissed. Like, I
Yeah, he
mean, he
should
was
be.
like, I think at the end we're all relieved because I think like even Bill just had trouble working with him at times and stuff. I mean, like, dude was always professional. He's good at playing, but I mean, you really have to enjoy the people you work with
Yeah.
in something like that, and I don't know. I just think like it just kind of ran its course, and I certainly was checked out at there's no coming back from any of that for either of us. And so because I saw that poll on, and this is so like I probably sent him the thing about the show like I don't know. It probably had to have been around the time he posted this poll. Maybe the 29th, I think. Maybe a couple days before New Year's Eve. I sent the group thing about the thing, and then I think a couple days after New Year's, I sent the flyer, and so on the 30th, I think of December, he put up this poll that was like, "Hey guys, should I raise a stink about playing a show that has a vaccine mandate? I'm unvaccinated." He put in parentheses at the end, and then he had a poll, and one said, "Get the jab jerk," and the other said, "This is what the other one said." It said, and this is how he knows. He knew exactly where all this is going to go. The other one said, "No show," or "No band, no show." So he knows. He knows if this is the route he wants to go, there is no band either.
Yeah, that he's out
That
of it.
shit
Yeah.
doesn't fucking fly. Yeah. So he knew the whole thing. Like, and I also will at least give him credit, not for being smart at all. He's not smart, but for also just making it non-dramatic and confrontational. He tried to like steer it about like things that I wasn't going to argue with him about. And I wasn't even arguing with him about the vaccine or any of that. I was just saying, if that's what you're going to do, you're fucking out here.
Yeah.
And then he just, he was like, "That's what I'm going to do. You guys are," and then I was like, "Okay, good. That's it." And I
Yeah.
do appreciate that, because it's not how Kelsey, when I get to that, that's not how that went.
Yeah.
So that was good at least. And then I was just curious one more time, because I haven't heard from him since, and that's good. I don't want to, there's nothing else to say.
Yeah.
But I was curious because, when he didn't respond to my messages about the show, he had his little Twitter poll up. So I was like, well, I wonder if he went to Twitter at all with this, and maybe, because he had no problem putting that sort of thing up there. I bet he'd put up how he really felt on there,
Yeah.
And I saw this was, I can't. So Tuesday was when we let him go. What's today?
Today's
what
Saturday.
you're Saturday, so
Yeah.
I'm into Saturday now also. Oh, I won $340 off of 650, by the way, or
Well, that's
314 maybe.
that's cool.
Hell yeah, that normally doesn't happen, but man, fucking every team I picked won by like 20 points. It was great. I didn't even have to sweat at all. I was looking at the last team. I'm like, they're winning by 30. There's no way I'm gonna like not win this money. Fucking once. Because it was a bad December. Because I'm buying Christmas gifts and I'm losing hundreds of dollars. Like I probably lost $1,000 in December, and then also like $1,000 of Christmas presents. So it's like, fuck.
Oh, from the app, from the sports app.
Yeah, well, maybe about a little more. I don't know. Maybe like 1,500 altogether. Or something. Yeah.
Meow.
But we back. So anyway. So I went to his Twitter, and I don't know, maybe this was Wednesday, maybe the next day, Wednesday night or something. He said something like where he's like, "Oh, sorry guys, probably gonna vomit all over the timeline today. Or here,
Yush.
I actually will look this up. I sent this to Bill today. This one makes me not feel angry, so I will look up what it says. I haven't deleted his text yet, and I don't know if I really want to screenshot him, but like maybe I should. 'Cause
I
it's
would
banned, which is
screenshot it.
business.
I would
So
screenshot
he
it because eventually you'll just laugh at it, like at how stupid it is.
"Oh yeah." So he said, "I vomit on the timeline today. I'm obviously more upset than I care to admit about a decision I made yesterday. I woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't shut my brain off and go back to sleep. I basically just quit a job, banned over the vaccine mandates." And then the only comment has like 2 likes, and one comment says, "You're in a band."
You're in a band.
It's like I think his Twitter is like his little part of his little conservative echo chamber or something. So I had to unfollow him on there years ago because he just like Dude, it's like, you know what I mean? They all think the same thing, which is so ironic because they think everyone else is a sheep, but like it's just so predictable. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just everything you imagine someone
Generic.
like
Yeah.
that thinks, he just that's what he posts on there. So I was just like, I can't work with you and see this. And unfortunately for a while I had to work with them. And I think I'm like better than some people at compartmentalizing that shit kind of because of my mom, you know. She's the same type of
Training.
person with some of that stuff. Yeah, I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of experience. So, um, and I mean, like I said, you know, he was a good drummer. He never brought that shit up. Like, we tried to just openly be able to talk about stuff before, but it's just like, I think he shied away from it more than me. But, yeah, man, it's just, I mean, it, more than anything, like, I felt like a real sense of relief, though, you know, and I like, it's nice to not feel like tied to someone you don't want to be tied to. You know, I was telling like Bill, like in a way, it is kind of like a relationship in a way. Like, it's like I'll make this transition actually. It was like when I was dating Kelsey, and I was like, I know that this isn't gonna last in
Yeah.
any meaningful way. I mean, it was, I guess, it was somewhat meaningful in some ways, but I was like, I am not. This will have an end point eventually, and I'm basically just looking for the exit sign on the highway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she said, we should see other people. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
Here's my
I
exit.
remember
And I was like,
that.
see ya. And you know, it was basically like I always knew at some point there'd be some some line with Zach because he was really professional, man. He really was, despite like being a total idiot. Like he was very professional and he was good at what he did. And so like it was able to like actually like work in a lot of ways, and you kind of even forgot about it for a while. Or I remember one time he came up to me and he even admitted once, he was like, yeah, I just wanted to let you know some of the people I've been following are they're kind of crazy, and I kind of moved a little bit more to the center. He said something like that, but I imagine it's because like, you know, they probably got like caught doing something really crazy or like some specific. I didn't even know who he was talking about, but it was probably like probably even like that Milo dude or something, you know?
Ew.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh
So,
yeah.
but like, oh, so I sent that Twitter thing to Bill, that status I just uh, read you, and what
Yeah.
Bill said, like about him waking up in the night, and Bill said, sounds like he realized he's stupid.
Like this.
I was like, oh man, I appreciate that, Bill. Because I don't know. Sometimes, you know, sometimes I don't know. I could see why maybe Zach thought Bill would be sympathetic to him because I don't know some issues. I don't know how Bill feels about it. I think he's a fairly reasonable guy. I think he tries to be apolitical. I just don't think you can be. You know,
Yeah, you can't.
it's like when South Park tries to both sides something. It's just like there's just shit like just clear stances you have to take that are defining, and you can't really. It's like or the Desmond Tutu thing, right? If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you've chosen the side of the
Yeah, you
oppressor. You know?
you've chosen the bad guy. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I don't know. I just don't think like Bill like reads a lot into politics. And honestly, I think like I even point out to him because he's told me before, he's like, you shouldn't be so political or just like leave that out of practice or like leave that out of the band. And I do leave like he doesn't think politics should be in music, which I don't agree with at all.
Yeah,
But
I don't
like
agree with
I
that
do
either.
agree that since we don't have common politics, that we'll leave it out. You know, since it's representative of us, and since we don't have a consensus, you know, what's the point of can't agree on a message with that? Then I'm fine just not having that be a part of this group. You know, right now.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think he was really blown away by like you know the lack of depth with Zach's situation. Like I think it was kind of eye opening to him, you know, a little bit. So
Yeah. Uh, that's pretty fucked up. Zach. And also, I mean, if he's gonna act that way, then like you said, it means things will come up again like that. But in this situation, it's also like endangering your health, literally, and the
Yeah,
health of your
my
fans.
dad. Yeah.
Yeah, your mom and dad, any fans. Yeah, it's fucking self-centered and really fucking just needlessly stupid and stubborn for no reason. Whatever he gains, yeah, whatever he gains.
Yeah, no, it's just like, and that's the thing is like, you can, like he can say whatever he wants about his autonomy and shit, but like, don't act like anyone else is going to respect that this day and age with everything going on. And like, at the same time, I'm sure he doesn't feel that way when it comes to other things like abortion. So
Yeah,
like, and you know what, man? I don't even know why he'd feel that way besides the fact that it's a cult. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't like. It's like that thing. Like when I think back sometimes to some of these kids in high school, where I'm like, we're smoking pot and like listening to like rock and shit, and then fucking like they grow up to be these like conservative weirdos, and it's like part of me is like, well, I guess I knew that was always there, but I just always like thought there's like it just so it just doesn't make sense at the same time. Where I'm like, you're not really like that, are you? Like it's crazy. Come on, it's like old people crazy conservative shit, and they're like,
yeah.
no man, I'm racist as hell, and it's
Hell
like,
yeah, I'm proud of it.
all right,
I'm
well,
dumb as
piece
fuck.
of shit, I guess.
Hell
I
yeah.
think like that was my problem, man. I was just like super naive about how fucking like a lot of things in the world like I just always thought like people would have to be like forced to grow out of their racism because we live in a fucking world where I just I didn't grow up around that shit. So when I saw it in other people, like it always just seemed like a flaw that I was like, "Oh,
Like,
hopefully you get over your
yeah.
issue." And it's like, "No, people are just really horrible like that." And it's just like, I don't
Horrible
know,
and
man. I
wretched,
was
yeah.
just ignorant. I just never thought I'm on top of Corn Mountain.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I always felt that way too. Like, hopefully they'll grow out of their insanity. Like, oh, I said this thing to them, maybe they'll realize that they're full of shit. Uh, what the fuck? I can't switch this thing. What's going on here? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I wonder if like the server is about to crash on me, or I'm about to
Did
be
your game
kicked out.
freeze?
No, it didn't freeze, but like for some reason I keep switching this snowball. Like in my inventory, I
Is it
can't.
like in your offhand or something? Oh, is your controller fucked, man?
No, it's not the controller. It's like the game's refusing to switch out one thing for the other in my inventory. It's weird. It's like there's a snowball. I'm trying to switch that with this
Oh, dude, we'll move
staircase.
off the space you're on. Maybe you just keep picking one up or something.
No. What the fuck?
Oh,
It won't let me switch the snowball out with the staircase. I hope Twitch can. I hope Twitch is recording that. I always wonder if like if there's ever like a glitch that like Twitch will somehow not record the glitch. It'll just not acknowledge the glitch.
oh no, it should record that stuff for sure.
Yeah, I would
I
hope.
was
Yeah.
thinking, yeah, I was thinking of getting a game capture, well, another game capture device
What the
maybe
fuck?
for over here because I have one at Mike and Sam's right now. Dude, it's cool, man. Like doing the local Let's Play things really fucking it's really I don't know, it's really cool. And then you could stream locally too, just having like all the mics set up and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of like hanging out in the room, but then we just kind of, or just make sure we're like, or we just have to check like audio levels, which is a little bit weird, I guess. But
Okay, this snowball will not leave my inventory. I'm trying to put it into this chest, and it just won't leave. I keep putting it in there, and it just like teleports back into my
can you
taskbar.
can you throw it?
I'm gonna
Throw it at
throw
the
it.
wall or something. Yeah. I'm now in
What the
the
hell?
your racist friend's outpost. Hey, that's so appropriate for what we were just talking about, actually.
Yeah. Okay, I had to throw all the snowballs to get it out of my inventory. What the fuck? That was weird. At least I
Oh shit,
got out of it.
there's not a bed in this,
Oh, where are you? Are you
fortunately.
outside?
It's well, the your racist friends outpost,
Your racist
all the way
friends.
from March 12th of 2021. So it's like
I don't remember where
you
that
know that
is.
mountain region kind of. I can't remember what direction it is. It's near the first main our homeland.
Um,
It's like it's right next to Corn Mountain.
Corn Mountain. Huh.
You'd recognize this area if you were here. You built this. It's like mostly it's like that biome that's like a lot of um mountain and rock, like, and some snow and stuff,
Is it like in the
and it's
direction
kind
of
of flat.
Jan Terry? Like the Jan Terry and the JJ Icefish facilities?
I don't think so because I didn't follow a road here at least.
Oh,
So
there's
this
no
might
road.
actually be something that still needs to be connected.
Yeah, it needs to be connected apparently.
I am I'm like north of the place, so
Hmm.
um
Is it like
the sun
so?
sets
Is it like a
in
kind
the
of like
direction that.
a small stone valley with like a stone floor with like one mountain or like two mountains around it
Yes, yeah, that's it. I
and
actually made a little bridge connecting the two mountains just now.
is it like is the home is it just like a little bunker dug into the mountain just like kind of
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
I remember that now. I haven't
Oh,
seen that
there's
since we
Enderman.
built it.
Oh,
I've looked for it
NPCs insane.
but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, yeah. I
God
don't.
damn.
I mean, I've walked by this way a bunch, but I don't remember. You know what? I think it's past the wars. I don't
Stick a horse up my ass.
know.
Stick a
But
course
yeah,
horse
it's
up my
funny.
ass.
Now we gotta like. I don't know what to do about the show on the 29th because I don't know.
Well,
Like, I don't know. I just hate canceling. I was hoping they'd cancel it just because of, you know,
yeah, maybe if it's on the
that.
29th, maybe just like give it a week. And I mean, obviously, you want to tell them a few days in advance if they have the show. But you know, like maybe a week before the show, like decide what's going to happen. Maybe they'll
Well, the good
cancel it
thing.
anyway.
Well, the good thing is at least, like, we are only playing like 35 minutes, so it won't be too hard to prepare. The thing is, we'll have to get another drummer, which in a band, like, is the most important member in my opinion because, like, if you're playing a song and the guitar or the bass player fucks up, you might not even notice necessarily, unless it's like super glaring. But like if I like miss a note, like, or like hit the wrong chord, it's just if the drummer fucks up, everyone thinks the whole band just fucked up. Like the whole song, it's like a song skipping, like on a
Yeah.
CD or something. So I have a buddy who's willing to fill in, and he knows our stuff somewhat. So, and if we do drop out, like the other bands should be able to stretch to cover it. But I just don't want the venue to, I just don't want to.
Piss
I
anyone
don't
off.
know.
Piss off the
Yeah,
venue.
and I'm sure they'd understand, but I always worry about that.
Well, when you tell them, you probably have to just be straight up and just say, yeah, our drummer refuses to get vaccinated, and we disagree with our drummer. Uh, so we didn't have enough time to get a new drummer. So sorry about this. So that they don't think that you're like anti-vax like Zach.
I was thinking, like, I didn't want to go into too much detail, but I was thinking of saying, um, we can't play the show because we fired our drummer.
Yeah.
And then maybe they could connect the dots because I don't want it because it's like an email. Well, I guess I could go to the side, but there is like a running thread with all the bands in the venue, And I don't want to, because even if I do try to make that clear, I still feel like it slightly taints the band that one of the dude, because he's been playing us for like 5 years, you know. And I don't know. It's just like I just like I was embarrassed to tell. I told Toads, and he was like, "Yeah, I kind of figured," but like I was embarrassed to tell him because he was like, "But what happened?" And I was like, "We were just sick of his shit." He's like, "But what happened?" I was like, "I'll tell you. Like, I'll tell you sometime." And then I was like, "Just between me and you, because I don't want this to get out. Because it's I just don't want like us to be, you know." And even Bill's like, he's the one that should. Bill's been pretty great through it all. He was like, he's the only one that should have to deal with his stupid shit. And I was like,
God.
yeah, I don't know. I just hope. A lot of it's me just probably being a little bit neurotic, but like, um, yeah, that I'm glad we're on the other side of that, and we've already got like people lined up to try out. I just got to figure out when and how to do that because of COVID being worse every day here right now. So
Yeah. As long as like everyone knows that like you and Bill aren't anti-vax, that was my concern. That like if that Twitter poll is still out there, anyone can see it, and they might like I don't know. They might misjudge you in some weird way. I don't know. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Maybe they
I
can
mean,
connect the dots.
hopefully, all things considered, they'd be like, oh well, he put that up and then they fired him. Because I
Yeah.
honestly even think just him putting that up was like a fireable offense, like
Yeah,
regardless
that's
of like anything else, like
yeah, that's embarrassingly stupid. It's like,
yeah,
hey everyone, I'm a fucking moron. I'm gonna lose my position in this band because I'm too fucking dumb. Like he might as well just
yeah.
made a Twitter post that just said that. Like I'm too fucking dumb to exist around other humans.
No, seriously, like, I mean, I was, like I said, like, it actually did make me feel, like, pretty good seeing his other posts, because I was like, well, you should feel, like, upset about that. Like, this is, maybe, you know what I mean? And it's like, maybe it's a wake-up call, too. Like, maybe it's good for him in the long run, because it's like, they always say with, like, people who have addictions and, like, enablers and shit, like, you ever watch that shitty show Intervention? Like, the last thing they do is tell all the family members that, like, if you don't get help, they tell them to say to them, if you don't get help, I'm gonna like cut off all contact with you, because like if that's what you're gonna do, I don't want to fucking know you. And then it kind of gets him to that point maybe where they hit rock bottom, or where you're at least not acting like it's okay for him to be that way. So now he knows, like, oh, this comes with a cost being this fucking stupid,
Yeah,
you know.
it could go either way. He could either develop self-awareness and basic empathy, or he can just double down and pretend he's being oppressed. I mean,
Well, I mean, so far at least, though, like I said, that one post where he seems to be showing some remorse or something, like, and he at least feels bad
yeah. I mean, I would hope he feels
in
bad
some way.
for the right reason, and I hope he like wakes up and realizes, okay, this is gonna just keep being a problem. Maybe I should just get the vaccine anyway. Like even if he doesn't agree with it, because I mean, he's not gonna be welcome anywhere except for with other anti-vaxxers, and like they're not gonna go very far as a band if they're like refusing to follow mandates and shit like that.
Dude, it's so fucking wild because like he got one this one guy who like fucking has a studio and fucking like makes shirts and does all this shit, and then he had him over one time, and the guy seemed totally normal, and then he fucking talked to me about he's like, yeah man, like I fucking I tweeted like at the FBI or something that I know like Hillary Clinton's like a child molester,
What the
and
fuck?
then the whole internet went down for like 2 minutes, and I was like,
What?
your router just go out? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
take down the internet because you tweeted nonsense at the FBI. Like, what are you talking about?
So this was
But that's
Zach's
like,
friend? Like,
it's someone he knew, yeah. So that's like,
that's
probably.
unfortunate.
And I remember too. I think at one point he said he was that guy played guitar too, and he was playing drums for something the guy recorded. And it didn't sound bad. It definitely. Well, I mean, it didn't sound like great either. It wasn't. It wasn't the type of music I'd listen to. It was like it's good for him, I guess. Like it's kind of like the animals as leaders sort of thing, like some sort of like kind of like instrumental proggy or something, you know.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, just kind of boring like metal though, like
Prog
Dream
metal.
Theater or something without
Yeah.
vocals or something.
Prog metal's boring.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I just don't. Nothing to like grab onto there. But yeah, that guy was insane.
You know, when you were telling that story, the music in Minecraft was changing, and it got to this like keyboard thing where it was just like, getting higher and higher as you're telling the story. It just like kind of matched, like the sadness of like the concept where you're around this guy who can plug you into things, and but then he's a fucking lunatic moron at the end of it.
He did actually make our shirts,
Oh,
so that's great.
yeah.
That was like when he was dropping off the shirts. Actually, I think he said that, and I was like, "All right, well, like that's like the last thing he said before he left." And I was like, "Oh, so that guy is fucking crazy, huh?"
Yeah, that's cool. Like, as long as everyone in the Midwest is fucking insane. Oh, fuck.
Everyone I come into contact with
Yeah.
fucking is some insane, worthless
Piece of
theory
shit.
about something.
Yeah. Isn't it
God,
fucking hot? They always know more than the rest of the world, baby. Yeah. Uh.
couldn't fool. They couldn't be fooled.
But I got fooled. Caw! They sure pulled the wool over my eyes when I got the vaccines. Caw! Bleh! Kill me right now. I demand it. God. Yeah, our species. Well, at least now you're safe. You don't have to be around the. Well, at least you're safer. You that piece of shit moron is like gone. Like that's so infuriating. Just like I'm gonna pick stupidity, like proven stupidity over our band that I've been a part of for half a decade. Oh yeah, this is the
You
wisest
know, it's really
decision
funny
anyone's ever made.
too.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I ever met that guy. I didn't realize it until like after he'd been playing with us again for a while. But and I told him I was like, wait a second. I was like, I think I went to like he was a part of this other band called Wildermore, and like these two brothers and him, and then they always were like, I think recently they've had like a good bass player for a while, but I mean, who knows, man? I'm pretty sure if he keeps this up, he might be on the outs with them too. But anyway, like I remember, so like they were always looking for a bass player for like years, and this was like I was probably still playing. I had to have still been playing Jimmy Pancakes, and I remember Neff being like, Neff was around. And we
Yeah.
had Brad, so this is already a great story.
Yeah. Everyone involved.
And
Yeah.
he's like, hey, I was gonna go to like that other band I've been playing bass for, and he's like, you should come. And I was like, sure, why not? Like, I'm just, looking to run around and drink and just whatever. I don't care. And so go over there, and like they're all like really good. Like, and they're all switching around playing different instruments because like Zach could play like some keys too. So he played like Superstition on the drums, and then he went and played like Riders on the Storm on the keyboard. I'm like, oh shit, they're all like pretty good and stuff. And then I was like, what the fuck is Neff playing with these guys? And then you can tell like as soon as he came in, you can tell like their vibe changed, and they like were immediately like put off by him. And I think Zach even said later, like, "Oh yeah, he just played like one show with us, and that was, and like we did not pursue that further, like clearly after that, but we just had to have him for one show." And
Yeah. Oh.
yeah, I remember like trying while I was there to be like also like in a way just make it clear that like, oh yeah, like I don't think much about what he can do either, like he's like I you know, kind of
Terrible.
feel bad
Yeah.
for the guy a little bit. He's not much of a, not much of a player for sure. Unlike you guys and me, clearly, like different from I'm next to you and away from him. And
Yush.
so I remember I think like Brad eventually came and like picked picked me up from there, and then I went to like funny story at the end of that. Then I went to like the ISU music program. Like I was super drunk, and there were just all these music majors in a circle, and they're like, "We'll play along to whatever you want to play," and I'm like, "What? Okay." Super drunk, so it's probably not a great idea, but sure. Um,
Caw.
and yeah, that was. But I guess like Zach like was a manager at a Pizza Hut, and that was the Pizza Hut that Neff worked at, and it was also Brad's friend worked there too, and that's how like so pretty much like through that is how like I think Neff kind of got to know people because Brad's friend introduced him at Floorway, and then he knew Zach there too. So, but yeah. Oh my God, I'm on the other side of this mountain.
I still
Wherever I
have
am.
I still have like a screenshot of the message from like March 2009 when you're like, "Hey, I met this guy named Neff. He's kind of weird. Not sure if he's cool or not."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Like,
we can answer that question.
yeah. I just found that in like some old email or something and took a screenshot of it because why not?
Don't you have a picture of that passive aggressive note he left too?
Of
At like Brad's. I always forgot about that. I think Mike like brought it up again recently.
what was it?
He left this like there was like this note we found at like on Brad's pool table one day, and Brad was like, "Do you know who left this here?" And I was like, "No." And it was like hard to read, but it was something about like being unappreciated or something, and it was like I think we all just kind of laughed about it because it was just like,
Huh.
what? No one's like asking you to come by half the time, dude. Like we're like practicing over here, and you're just coming over and
Jerking off.
I don't know. Yeah, just fucking being weird and not really adding to what's happening here. Like, just trying to be. I'm honestly trying not to be a dick to you because I would just tell you to fuck off, but turns out obviously that's what I should have done. But, um, yeah, that guy's fucking crazy too. But he knows
Yeah.
Zach, so like, and I think he might know. I wonder if he knows where Zach lives because that'd be funny.
And then he starts bothering Zach, and they just get COVID together.
Cause he like he would show up like he knew where Brad lived for a while, which is funny. Like even after he moved,
He probably was watching
and
him from a distance.
well he one time I played a I finished I think I told you this before I finished playing a show, and it was like fucking 2 in the morning, and we're like packing up at McGuire's downtown, and then fucking I'm like, oh no, I see him walk in with a guitar on his back. And he just comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, what are you doing? You want to hang out?" And I was like, "I'm kind of in the middle of something, man." And then,
Yeah.
of course, the unfortunate thing is everyone, after you finish playing a show, like, half the people come up to you and are like, "Hey, man, where's the after party at?" So then he gets sucked into, he's like a
Oh
part of
yeah.
that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Oh
So, like,
yeah.
so I fucking, I went with Bill to drop off our equipment. And then because because I'm like I want to still hang out and drink. I was like, fuck it, I'll show up at the after party even though I know he's gonna be there. It was at Brad's place on Chestnut. I don't know if you ever heard or been to that place, but it was like it was on across the street, on the block across the street from where Sabrina and Marion lived on Chestnut.
Okay. Somewhere over there. Yeah.
And yeah, kind of over by like right by a Family Video, pretty much.
Yeah. I remember that
It
area.
doesn't exist anymore, actually. So, it's just weird. Um,
Yeah.
and dude, I swear, like I can't remember this as much anymore, and I almost kind of forgot about this, but I remember when I went there. Um, I think. Oh, I don't have a bed on me still.
I'm gonna cook some meat.
Still, I'm in uncharted territory. Hopefully, I
Hell
run into
yeah.
some sheep though. Oh wait, hold on. What do I have here? What are these? Oh, I can make polished diorite.
Ooh. Make a bed out of that.
Oh wait, you can make wool out of string?
Oh.
What?
That make
Did you always do that? I don't think you could before.
just kill a couple of spiders.
Well,
I
what
don't think I
sucks
knew
is I
that
had
either.
a huge stack of string, but I stored it before I moved.
That's hot.
Um, but so yeah, I went to Brad's and like, um, fucking, I remember like Neff came up to me and said something like, it was really weird. I'm trying to remember, it was maybe like 6 years ago or something. So he was like, he said something like, "Hey, Alex, happy 28th birthday" or something. Because it was like soon after my birthday, and I was like, "What the fuck?" That really weirded me out.
He has your birthday
I
tattooed
hadn't
like
seen in
on
years.
like his crotch or something. Yeah. God damn.
So weird, man. And then like, it's funny. So I remembered like he's just like fucking. He keeps trying to like talk to me. Like everyone's just kind of hanging out normally, but he takes like every instance to be like, so blah blah, and just like right. And I don't know, he always weirded me out. So like I was just like, you know what? In Brad's apartment, he had it was like you had to go on his porch, and then you went inside a door, and then you went down like a flight of stairs to go inside his apartment. And then in his apartment, he had like a big room. It's kind of like that. I mean, I feel like a lot of the places we used to hang out were like this, where it was like a big room in the front, and then like a long hallway to
Yeah,
like a kitchen.
kind of like Rick's old place.
Yeah, yeah. So like, I'm just like, man, fuck this, because like also too for some reason like most of the time you go to an after party like they're not selling anymore, so like there's like no more booze. I was like, fuck this, and I was like, man, I'm gonna wait until fucking he goes down that like someone said something to get him to go down that hallway into that kitchen, and the second he like turned the corner into the kitchen, I busted up the stairs and ran down the block, dude. I ran down the block, and I knew there was an alley halfway down the block, and then I cut into that alley, and I just made sure like I was like in like kind of zigzag, so I was like somewhere he hopefully wouldn't like if he and I don't know, man. I don't know if he you know I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, I was
Yush.
I was like, dude, fuck this, dude. I don't wanna, because like the other thing is, I bet he probably stayed on Brad's, or Brad made him leave, and he had to like sleep in his car, and he'd probably try to like fucking stay wherever he could, because he was just imposing himself on people, which is like what he did best.
Yeah, he was pretty good at that. God, that was
One of
his
the
talent.
one of the best.
Yeah, really good at that. That's like he's better at that than drums. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, most things he was better at than drums. I mean, well, I don't know. He
Yush.
wasn't really good at it.
I mean, he's good at being a burden. Yeah. Like, hey guys, I'm gonna like fuck up your day. How's it going? I always thought he kind of sounded like Sonic the Hedgehog. Also, like he kind of has like that Steve Urkel voice, or no, more like the games, not Steve Urkel. Like I don't know. What's something Sonic would say? Like damn, I can't
Gotta
think of
go
any of his
fast.
catch. I can't think of any blah. God damn. I can't think of anything he would say in the games. Like hey Tails, like let's go, let's defeat Eggman. You know, weird shit like that. Like I always thought he had that kind of squeaky, annoying, nasally voice.
Yeah, man.
So he should be a
Fucking
singer. He should sing in a band with that Sonic voice.
funniest thing was hearing when Fairchild was saying he could sing, and then he like did like some weird fucking shit. Like it was so bizarre. I was like, sing the trooper, and he was just like, like I couldn't even hear him. I was just like, what are you singing in the microphone loud? Like, what are you doing? Like, were you
Low
joking
confidence.
before? Like, oh, you can't sing at all, obviously.
But I can suck dick.
Don't tell anyone that though.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm not gay or anything, but I can really suck a dick. God.
Man,
Every fucking stupid moron. Overly confident and talentless. That's like the best combination, but also crazy and conservative. Yeah, that's where it's at, baby. Oh
oh
yeah.
shit. Oh my god, why did I do that? I just pulled a zombie up with the fishing rod onto the ledge.
Yeah, that's hot.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see torches. I
Are,
just realized that. I'm like, there are torches here, like all around here.
are they on the ground or are they on cobblestone?
Well, I'm like, I got, I just decided to dig the opposite direction of that mountain entrance I went in, and came out, and there's like all these little islands, and it's like swampy with like mushrooms and stuff, and there's little torches on the islands and the coastline. So I do remember setting. I put some of these down, but I don't know exactly where I am.
Caw. Oh
Maybe
yeah.
that's Mount G and Terry there.
Ooh.
Honestly, could be.
I think uh Neff should get into contact with Jan Terry and like become her drummer and manager and heroin dealer, like all at the same time. I
Yeah.
think that's a good idea. Meow.
Oh, I got a potion. What do I got? Oh, it's just a water bottle.
I
Yeah.
can't remember the last time I saw that fucking weirdo though. It was definitely after the time he showed up at your parents' house drunk and just sitting in his truck for like 4 hours or whatever the fuck he was doing.
That
I've seen
was
him.
like. Did you leave like two before he did, right?
I I don't remember. I just remember walking around and he was dribbling that ball because you know that makes it easier to get away with stuff if you make a lot of loud
Yeah, like the
noises.
whole reason that you and I went outside for a walk was so that I could like smoke a bowl, and then he just like he asked, like he knew like what trying to do, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
just so fucking stupid.
Hope you don't mind if I'm a moron, guys. You like it when I'm a moron? I've got plenty of that. Cool.
That's all I have to offer.
So yeah, you had to deal. Fucking, there's a fly like in here. Fuck. But you had to deal with Zach, and then you had to deal with Kelsey, like all the crazy
Yeah,
shit. So what was Kelsey's deal?
yeah. Well, basically, and the thing is, I had to talk with Rick, or I was telling him about it, and he did give me a little bit, maybe a little bit more perspective on this. Where maybe from her point of view, I at least understand maybe why she'd be a little bit upset, but I don't really understand why she would like, you know, like. Well, I think she just is aggressive, so like that's why she was aggressive. But it like didn't really make any sense to me. But basically, like, I was just like, man, I'm just tired of like seeing her bullshit, and I feel like she's kind of manipulative. So I was like, I'm just gonna like block her. You know what I mean? Like, I was
Yeah.
just like, fuck it. Like, I just don't want to deal with it. And she did like she pulled some shit like a couple of years. Well, I don't know. Maybe it was 2016, 2017. So it was 2017, 2018. Um, where she started seeing Bill for a little bit,
Yeah.
and I feel like that was like I'm not taking anything away from Bill, but I feel like some of that was a little bit of a slight to me in a way, like her just trying to dig at me because I just know how she is. Like, I mean, she went from like when we got together, it was probably same thing was going on. I'm sure with I'm sure she was like playing games with Eric like that too. I bet. I wouldn't totally doubt it.
That fucking moron. Yeah, Eric Planner.
Yeah, and so I was just like, man, like, cause like I saw she was like commenting on Bill's shit and like sharing like she shared some old picture of his and like, man, you know what? Like, I I don't really care like enough. Like, I'm not gonna say anything because it's not like a big deal, but just personally, I just don't want to see it, you know.
Yeah.
And I just like I'm just gonna fucking block this person. Like, I don't want to fucking like I don't need to see it. I have like no reason to remain in contact with this person. Like, it's been years, so I just went ahead and did it. And then like because I blocked her, I got like some message on Instagram that was like so I probably blocked her. So the other thing too was like I either blocked her before or right after we played these three shows on Halloween, and she came to two of them, and I was just like, ugh, like why? And so like, oh, sorry, I got distracted. So I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna block her. Like, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. Even like pretend maybe I can just just quietly like block this person. Like, I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm not doing it out of malice. I just don't want to fucking see it anymore. And so then I get that was in like around Halloween, and then I got that message on Instagram on like New Year's Eve that was just like, "Why did you block me?" or something. And I was just
What?
like, I am not dealing with this today. I got so many other problems, like family stuff, whatever. I was just like, I don't want to deal with this. And I wasn't very nice about it either.
That's.
And
It's interesting
yeah,
because I remember when she blocked Fairchild, and Fairchild sent her a message saying, "Why'd you block me?" Like back in 2013, and she just straight up said, "Because you're annoying."
yeah. Well, and the funny thing is too, like, so I said to her, like, I even said, like, I was like, oh, I don't even remember doing that. That was like probably months ago. And then she's like, well, hurt my feelings. And I was like, well, you've hurt my feelings before too, so it's not a big deal. Like, whatever. And then she's like, well, when did I hurt your feelings? And I was like, I'm not trying to get into this. She's like, no, tell me when. So I was like, okay, like, I didn't appreciate it when you started seeing Bill. And then she's like, oh my god, you're just gonna act all jealous. I was like, I wasn't gonna say anything. Like, I didn't say anything even at the time, Like, I just, like, tolerate it and let it go. But, like, I don't want to fucking still see that shit now if I don't have to,
Yeah.
Like, and Bill's not like making any effort to do that. So I just like me and him are cool. We work together. Like, I don't need to see your dumb shit. And
Yeah.
then she's like, God, you're so immature. You're acting like, I can't believe you're so jealous. We haven't even dated in forever. I was like, I don't care. I just don't. We haven't dated in a long time. That's why I'm blocking, because I don't want to.
To see
And then
this.
she's like, well, why'd you act friendly to me on Halloween? Why'd you act like, or she's like, why'd you act like we were friends? I was like, I was just being nice to you because you came up to me. I was like, I was working. I was playing a show. You didn't have to go. I don't even know who you knew there. That's why I think you were talking to me the whole time. You
Yeah.
know? And and she's just like, well, I remember. And the other thing that she brought up, because it's just funny. So like, I messaged her like one time, um, maybe the beginning of last year, and I was just saying like, I just was like, oh hey, how's it going? And I was just talking to her for a little bit because I was just kind of like upset with stuff going on with my dad, and just like, I was just like, everything just seemed, with COVID and everything was just kind of weighing heavy. I was just legit sad. I wasn't like coming at her in any sort of way. I wasn't like, maybe she took it that way and somehow, but I was just like, for me it's like, I don't I don't feel like there's a lot of people I really feel like comfortable talking to about things, like being vulnerable to.
Yeah.
So like for me it's just easier to talk to people that already know me that way. Like, Sabrina, or like my parents or something like that. Or
Yeah.
Kelsey. So like, um so I was just telling her, like I was like, I don't know, I just feel like sad, and like I just feel like everyone kind of sucks, and like everything kind of sucks, and it's just like, it's just fucking, it's just shitty, like. And I was just kind of like venting to her about it, and she was like, yeah, when you messaged me back then, that was emotionally manipulative. And I was like, what? I was like legit just
What?
being vulnerable. Like I didn't ask her for anything besides just like, I was just talking to her. Like I wasn't like, oh, we should hang. And I think she was even like, we should hang out, or like blah blah. And I guess like in some ways I kind of get that maybe somehow in her mind she thinks like that we were in recent years closer than we were. Somehow I guess because I was telling her personal stuff the one time, or I don't know what else other than that would like give that impression in any way. But I think it's so funny. She's like, you're gonna like block me because of, and act like I'm shitty because of Bill, which happened like 5 years ago, and we haven't even dated forever. But you emotionally manipulate me, and I'm like, I have no idea. I'm like, you're fucking crazy. Like, I don't give a shit about anything you're saying. Don't ever fucking talk to me again. And she's just like, the next time I see you, I'm gonna be really uncivil.
Oh
And I
yeah.
was just like,
Like Fairchild.
and then like she fucking like, it was so funny. I could see she was typing, and I was trying to like get to the block button before she sent it because I knew that'd really piss her off. Like,
Yeah.
but she got the last word and then blocked me. So then I sent her like, I was mad, so I sent her a message on Instagram, and I was just like, I was like, I just basically said like, it's like so ridiculous that the only thing I've ever done to you is block you online, like recently, and you're going to like threaten me with like causing a scene the next time you see me, or
Yeah.
whatever the hell that even means, like
Oh,
whatever you're being uncivil.
I'm gonna make a scene, all right. Like, just reminds me of
And then
Fairchild.
like, yeah,
God.
and then like, I was just like, but you'll still like talk to that dude who like literally beat the shit out of you, like, and is just an actual piece of garbage, like. And then I was just like, again, like, just don't ever talk to me. And then the funny thing is, because she has like a million fucking accounts, I like, I kept like on Instagram, I kept seeing this like that I had like a message or something, and I was like, well, how do I have a message? Like,
Oh, like the message requests, like and
yeah,
it's like the other
and so I
box,
saw
kind of like
that.
Facebook a little
Yeah,
bit. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And then I found that, and I was like, oh, if it's from one of her accounts, and she's like, it's so
Jesus
funny how I
Christ.
block you everywhere, and you still find a way to message me. I was like, that's literally what you did to me.
Yeah.
Like, I blocked you on Facebook, so you messaged me on Instagram. And then when I wanted to get my little last word in, which you know, it's so funny because she's like doing the exact same thing that she acts like. I still don't have a pet.
Oh.
I'm making some progress kind of on where I am. Ooh, there's a fucking sheep. I'm gonna kill this guy real quick. Oh shit, no! Oh, I almost died. Oh shit, that was really stupid.
The sheep just turns into an Enderman somehow.
One of those new evil sheeps.
Yeah. God, that'd be
Okay,
hot.
how much wool do I have? Oh shit, I can't even pick up the wool. Get out of here, spider.
But yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty dumb. God, it's fucking dumb. All that. She's fucking dumb.
Yeah, dude, it was just like, oh, there's more sheep. Oh, sweet, dude. Actually, we'll be able to make a bed here.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
yeah, you know, it's just like it's so funny because it's just she's like acting like I'm just doing these abhorrent things, and then she just like does the exact same thing.
Yeah, that she's like
Like,
criticizing you for, or accusing you
yeah,
of,
it's
while
just
doing it
so
herself.
it's just so fucking silly.
It's
Oh, I'm by
brilliant.
the wait, where am I? I think
Oh,
I'm like the mountains right by the desert, kind of, I think.
there's an army of Endermen like outside of this base here. This outpost. That's interesting. Never seen them travel like that before. They should just come in here and
But
fuck with me. Oh, but you're
but
saying?
yeah, so it's just so I don't know, it's just so funny like it's I mean, I don't know, like it oh shit, there's a fucking hell yeah, there's a portal right here. Cool. And I have Obsidian with me.
Oh shit!
Um
Shit! 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 No! 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 Fucking creeper! Just
how big does a portal
fuck
have to
off!
be?
Uh, God damn it! Fucking piece of shit! I I think 4 blocks tall and 4 blocks wide. No, 5 blocks.
23 by
Five
23.
5 blocks tall and 5 blocks
4
high.
by 5.
Yeah, god damn it! It destroyed the stairs. Fucking dumb
5
piece of
blocks.
shit.
5 blocks high.
Yeah, fucking piece of shit creeper. Like, why are they stronger now? God. Dumb pieces of shit. Why don't the creepers just get fucking jobs and leave me alone? Why don't they just... You know what? I'm leaving town. I'm leaving town right now. Fuck creepers. Why don't they just get out of town?
I'm gonna make Paul McCartney write a song about them.
Hell yeah.
That we should form the Beatles.
Yush. That fact, that historical fact,
I was
not
over at
debatable.
John's playing Minecraft. He was playing Minecraft, and I said, "Ooh, what's this?" And that's when we wrote "Love Me Do."
Yush. That fact.
It just
Like, make some sort of fake documentary that's just that kind of bullshit for some reason.
just for some reason. Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh, okay. Spider, get out of here.
Like, every song is about Minecraft. Like, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is somehow about Minecraft. It's actually about diamonds, finding diamonds when you're mining.
Of
Just
course it is.
endlessly just go on
What
about
else would
that.
it be about?
Yeah, I mean, really. I mean, what else would it be?
I mean, all he said.
And nothing else. So if it's not about acid, then it's about my truth. Truth of the universe, yeah. I refuse.
Corners, literally, on this, right? Like,
Yeah. Ah, fuck. Something shot me in the ass. Must be Neff. Yeah. My ass! You know what? They should put Neff in the game. To just follow you around.
where Neff was like, Because I was wondering if like you left that time because I remember there was a time where he was like I don't remember why he came over and he was also like acting like that. He was like acting all fucking crazy and like drunk or something. And he came in my parents' house down to the basement and I remember he just started like fucking like freaking out. Like he was just being like really weird. Like he just started um like how like an autistic person like hits themselves or something, you know? Like
Yeah. He did
he was just
that?
like acting up or something really weird. Well,
Huh.
not quite, but it was something where he's just like, you know, like just like fidgeting but like aggressively or something, like violently really to the point where I was like, dude, calm down.
I remember him
And
doing
then
that at Brad's.
he was like, "How do you think Johnny Cash? Are you?" He's like, "Would you tell Johnny Cash to calm down on his deathbed or something?" I was like,
What?
"What?"
Are you dying today, Neff? Well, no, but you know. God.
Like, dude, fucking, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, and then I think like what I actually did though is I was like, dude, fucking sit down, and he just like sat down like a little kid.
Maybe
Because
it
I
was for
was like, you
show.
know, I'm like at my parents' house. I'm like, dude, you gotta fucking. I'm not. This shit is not going to fly here.
Yeah. Maybe it was for show. Maybe he was like
I
it was
mean,
like a performance.
I don't know. That dude's like legit crazy. So like, whatever it was just fucking. So I need to put like
Shit.
a piece of wood on the portal, right? And light it with
But flint and steel is good enough. You don't need any wood. Just make some flint and
Oh, you
steel.
don't even need to light anything. Oh, I
No.
got some.
Yeah, just use flint and steel.
Oh, it's lit. I'm really nervous to go through this though.
Oh yeah. You know what? Hold on.
Um,
I'm gonna get into this house. I'm
'Cause
gonna
I'm
pull up.
gonna die.
See, you're on YouTube, so let's see. I'm gonna pull
Oh
up.
no, I stopped streaming
Oh.
a while ago. But I'm
Yeah.
wondering oh, there's a chest right here. Okay, I'm just gonna put all of my shit, like my few valuables in this chest, and then should be good.
Do, do,
Should
do.
definitely store these eggs.
Yeah, that is the most important thing. Ka. In fact, that's the only thing that matters. My life doesn't even fucking matter. Just get eggs. Stick
All
them up
right,
my
we're going
ass.
through.
Oh yeah.
See where we end up.
However fucking hot it's gonna be. Literally. If you just spawn in lava.
Oh, oh, I spawned within our little fort. Oh, that means that when I go back through, I'm gonna end up wherever. I'm gonna end up back at the base.
Maybe.
Yep, here I
You're at the home base?
am. Yeah.
Huh. It seems
I
like
think I know where I was though.
it seems like we just gotta expand our portals more. Like
Yeah.
enter
I
the
think it's
nether.
because they're too close.
Yeah, like enter the nether and then just walk for like 5 minutes and build a new portal and see where that takes us. See, I think we were walking for like we walked a long way when we found that Black Rock Castle, and then I got teleported way out to
Which
the
is fucked
wilderness.
up because I don't even so you can find the end of the game, which we should do at some time, just so we know where it is.
Yeah, I've never
Um,
seen a
and
blaze or
also they're weird looking. They're just like little fire lantern
sticks.
looking guys. Yeah. And so also like in fortresses are these black skeletons called wither and they like or they're wither skeletons or something and they like fuck you up really bad. They're like a witch pretty
Huh.
much.
Never seen those before.
They take you down to like half a heart like immediately.
Oh yeah, that's
And
hot.
it sucks. You have to get three. One of the items they drop is their skeleton head, and you have to get three of those, and they are really rare drops, and they're really hard to kill.
Damn. So maybe what we should
And
do
and
is
then when you
just
get three of those, and you put them on like a T thing, then you spawn the hardest enemy in the game.
the hardest enemy of the game.
Yeah, the wither.
Huh. I demand
It like
six.
fucks you up really hard,
Well, I
like really
demand
bad.
600 of those things to appear right now in front of me. Yeah, I demand it.
The cool thing is you spawn it in the overworld though, so we'd pick like an empty field and like put up like the stuff on that platform, and then it would like show up and like just wreck shit.
Boop. The snowballs didn't hurt me or anything. Huh. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Uh, that's beyond me. That organism, never
Yeah,
heard of that before.
I'll send you something about it because like I just watched it in these guys who I watched were doing like a let's play of it was really cool. It was like hardcore Minecraft where you could only die once and then you couldn't join the server again.
Oh yeah, those things.
And they had like an achievement to like to accomplish, and the achievement for one of them was to go and on the Wither and beat it. And they actually did do it, which was pretty impressive. They started with like 6 people, and I think they fought the Wither with 3. It was, dude. It sucks. Like, it was a good series, but like, unfortunately, like because YouTubers are toxic, it had like Pro Jared was one of the guys, and like
Oh yeah.
people like that. You know, there was like a couple of those guys on there, and it was just like, oh man, why does like everyone have to suck? I can't even like enjoy this now.
Yeah.
These people are like shitty people, but um, but it was pretty cool. Like it was a well done. They did the series pretty well, and because this was like before I watched this like 3 or 4 years ago before that shit thing came out too,
Oops.
and I was like, oh well, don't think I'll enjoy watching that again.
Caw. That sucks. It's always great when they ruin when some moron shows up. It's
Yeah,
like, you're just trying to exist, and then like Neff or Fairchild or whatever, they just show up and decide, hey, I'm gonna ruin everything for everyone because me.
summon Neff in the game.
Neff, summon Neff, just have him like squeaking and running around and stealing resources and constantly like brown nosing and also doing a lot of heroin. Cause why not? Yeah, that's fucking hot.
Yeah,
Let's see. I've almost finished part of this path finally. I've been working on this for like, you know what? We haven't done much Minecraft, so it has been technically months since I
yeah, it
started
really
this.
has.
um, and I can't believe it's 2022 now. That's
Yeah,
fucking weird. Um, that I've been here since,
very weird.
well, 3 years now.
Yeah, jeez. Honestly, 3 years
Yeah.
about right. If anything, it almost sounds like less than maybe I would have guessed, but also my sense of time is just so fucked anymore. Like, I have no idea.
Mine is too, but
Everything seems like long and not like far off and not so far off at the same time, kind of, you know.
yeah, it's for me it's because like the weather here is always the same all year round. So like the concept of time or periods of time is just like faded a little bit. I don't like that.
Yeah,
uh I kind of want to move to a place where
the
there's
good
like
thing around here right now, it's like, where's my phone?
Yeah, I miss that. I miss like being inside of some place and it's just that cold outside, but I'm like inside, like snuggling up with some blankets or whatever, just playing games or watching a movie. I miss that feeling, and I haven't been able to feel that for like 3 years now.
Yeah,
And I think a lot of people who prefer the heat, I think if they came here, they would like it for a little while, but I think it would get to them the fact that it's just the same all of the fucking time. Uh, because some people, they just have to complain about Illinois weather and how they wish it would never get cold again, and I feel like they would take that back if they were actually in a place like this.
yeah. It's funny, like even like California, where it's like they say it's like like 70 or something all year round, certain parts. It also like never rains there, and I'm like, man, I'd really miss that. Like,
It's
really
not gonna
like a good rain.
it's not gonna rain here for like 4 more months also because Southeast Asia like rain is a season and that's their only season, quote unquote, but it's still just fucking hot all the time, like
Oh
literally
man.
hot, not just arousingly
And it's
hot,
like
but like
crazy
literally.
rain too, right? Like crazy storms and stuff.
Depends on what country you're in. For Cambodia, I live in Phnom Penh, and the rain has always been incredibly light. But some parts of Cambodia get really flooded badly. But I have not experienced that at all. I have no experience with that. Um, like I've never seen a flash flood. I mean, I've seen the streets get a lot of water in them, kind of like those videos in Bloomington. I remember seeing those pictures in December or whatever, where the streets were flooded. It would just be like that. It's not like your home is underwater.
Right, right. Just like the streets are, yeah, the streets are just flooded, or
Just
some of the irrigation system is just overflowing a little bit.
yeah, and the irrigation system here is like pretty shitty, as you can probably imagine. God.
Yeah.
Um, that's some interesting music. Oh, the sun's coming or going down, but I'm like so close to finishing this, but it's about to become a big
I'm
pain in
right
the
by it.
ass.
I'm by a bed now that was back at
Yeah,
now that I'm back at home.
I'm gonna go to the bed. Oh, but I'm out of food, so now my character is walking slowly. That's cool. That's awesome. Okay, now
I
I'm
feel like
running
you have a
again.
cake on top of a pumpkin.
Hell yeah. Now this music is strange, but I like it. I think I remember downloading the soundtrack to Minecraft back in spring 2012, and they've like added a lot of new songs since then that are like pretty cool. Okay, almost at the bed. Stick it up my fucking ass,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, there we go. It wasn't even letting me. Still wasn't night for a minute there.
Meow. I'm at the Kathleen Hanna Outpost. It's too bad they don't have like instant teleportation in this at all. Yeah, this
To
is
have what?
cool. Like if they had teleportation like in Skyrim or in Oblivion or Fallout.
You know, I think I should be able to use like command keys since I'm the like moderator or whatever you call it of the realm.
Yeah.
But I think I haven't gotten it to work, so I don't know how maybe that's even just a Java thing. I don't know.
Meow. Yeah, this music is really loud, but it's really cool. Do 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 do. I like this. I watched that movie Don't Look Up recently. A lot of people
Oh
are talking
yeah, I've
about,
heard about that.
and
Yeah.
it was pretty funny. Just like it perfectly mirrors our world and our response to climate change, except that also it functions as like a parody of the stupidity around COVID, about how people just don't want to do the right thing for their dumb, selfish, stupid addiction to freedom reasons. Like freedom should be like a thing that falls under the addiction category. Like people who are just addicted to it. Like, no, I refuse to get vaccinated because my freedom. Because hell yeah. Because I'm an American. Hell, Jesus, an apple pie.
Yeah.
Fuck
Well,
off.
also, I I feel like it's just like a big symptom of like how shitty and problematic like individualism is.
Yeah,
Like
hyper individualism.
where it's just like the same people who are like taxation is theft or other dumb individuals. You know what I mean? It's just
God,
we
it's
live
so
in a
dumb.
society, so you kind of have to do certain things because it's not just about you, and you know, like just not possible
Yeah, the world doesn't work that way. It's not
in
like
a
the
global society.
the planet has like five people. Like people, they want to pretend that the planet has like five people, so you can just do whatever the hell you want. Like whatever, I'm just gonna go over here. Stop regulating everything. What the
It's
fuck?
my right to believe that.
Yeah, my right to swing my dick
Ah,
around wherever I want. Yeah, don't take that right away from me. My most important right. There, finally, I got the igloo connected to the Kathleen Hanna base, which is connected to that ocean house, which is not connected to that fortress that we took over, the second underwater fortress. Oh, I don't have any snow.
I
Now I'm
want to
gonna.
burn down a villager outpost so there can be another giant lava thing.
Yeah, but I have to be inside of it when you do it.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I can't
that
get
was
off.
so fun. Although I'm gonna try to. I think I know where that portal was with that chest where I just put all my shit. So hopefully I can go find that.
Oh yeah, there's still a chest out there that's full of emeralds. Like you have a chest, like you
Oh,
put a
that's
chest.
right. It has like 30 emeralds I put
Yeah,
in
we
there,
gotta find
wherever
that.
that is.
Like that. That's like that'd be a cool thing to look for.
I have no idea though. I really. That might just be one of those things we end up just stumbling upon because I don't even remember where the fuck I was.
What the hell? This
I
wolf
think
just
I
appeared.
know where that portal was though. It is really close to all these other portals, so that's probably why I went through these other ones.
Come on, puppy. Come on and get into the. Come on. Get get in here. Get your ass to Mars. Come on. Come on.
Cause you've only got 30 seconds.
Fucking dumb dog. Just go. Go. Get in there. Get,
Don't you talk that way about
you
Jared Leto.
piece of shit. Get in. Stick Jared Leto up my ass. That asshole. But um, I have a vague idea of where the diamonds or the emeralds might be. Um, I just I really want to find that. Just on principle, because they think that they're better than us. Them and their healthcare and their renewable energy. But I'm gonna show up and just start like I'll put my truck in neutral and just like slam on the accelerator for like an hour and to prove I'm a man. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that,
Then they'll
baby.
learn.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
hell yeah! I think I found it. Has to be it. Yes. No.
Yeah, those people who do that, burners or whatever they call themselves, that subculture that should be outlawed. Fucking stupidity. I just hope it's a joke. They're not real, but I mean, it's so hard to tell.
Yeah. Who knows anymore?
Yeah, fuck this planet. I have my rights. Hell yeah. It's just so cartoony.
Oh
Okay,
my
I need to make.
god, where is that chest? Maybe I don't know where it was. It had to have been around here somewhere though.
Boop. Oh yeah, I have classes today, but that's like hours from now.
My classes.
I haven't seen that horrible piece of shit, scummy Darren kid for a long time, so that's cool. But he keeps trying to he keeps trying to get classes with me, and I keep canceling them. I'm hoping that maybe they'll take the hint eventually, but they're really dumb, and usually dumb people don't take hits very well. Like,
Hey, at least you can cancel them. That's good.
yeah, as long as they do it, um, as long as the class that they've tried to get from me is more than 24 hours away, then I can cancel it. If it's less than that, then I can't, without suffering severe consequences, which is really cool. Like the consequences, that is. In fact, I
God,
want.
I wish I remembered where I was. Oh no.
Oh, Neff. That should be a new swear word. Like, instead of oh
Nothing.
no, or oh geez, or oh fuck, like, oh Neff. I just neffed this up. Oh shit.
I feel like that actually has been used like that before, actually. It sounds familiar.
It's like I did to this Minecraft world what he does to the drums. Oh fuck. That's pretty bad. God damn. Okay, now it's cross the river. Okay, cool.
Shit.
Almost. Cool. And I guess I'll just go straight across. I'll crisscross.
Crisscross.
Hell yeah. But I want to elevate this because this gets buried by the snow pretty easily. Okay, and I'm about out of cobblestone, so I'm gonna go into that massive cave again and get attacked by Endermen. That'll be cool. So, I've been kind of loosely dating this Cambodian woman, but I'm not sure how to feel about it. She's a really nice person, but she's like really what's the right word? I guess she just she like really is rushing, like really rushing into it. Uh, and we dated like we went out 5 times, and then she told me that she had a 4-year-old son, and I didn't know
Oh,
that. Yeah, it was just like, oh, huh. And she told me the story about it, and I still don't know what to feel about it. And when I say that, I don't mean I think she's like being dishonest or something. I have no idea, but I just don't know what to think about like the fact that she has a kid, and we're not like that serious. At least from my point of view, we're not that serious. But it seems like she just like jumped in head over heels like immediately, and I've told her like, hey, slow down, but like she's just like I don't know, just uh, she's talking about like she's told me that she already told her grandparents about me and how I should meet her entire family and all this stuff, and like
cool.
it's just like she's really rushing into this, and like I said, I don't know what to feel about the fact that she has a son, and it it's like I don't know, like I don't really want to be like a stepfather, but I don't know. I
Yeah, that age sucks too, because they like
yeah, they're like monsters.
require a lot of attention and stuff.
Yeah,
Can't do shit on their own still.
yeah, little kids like that young. Like I don't like kids that young. Although I've had students who are that young who were like nice as students, but I've also had most of the students who are that young are just really obnoxious and too playful, like to the point where it's just like, oh my god, just fuck, shut the fuck up, like. And they're kids; they're just gonna be like that, but they annoy me. But
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
but like I just don't know what to think, and but even if she didn't have the son, like we get along, you know, like in certain ways, but like I've always wondered like what is her interest in me? Is it because I'm a Westerner? Is that why she likes me? And she said things that come off that way. She told me, yeah, if you were Asian, I wouldn't have bothered to meet you. Like she just said that. Uh,
That's.
yeah.
I was gonna say, oh come on, give her a chance, but that seems pretty direct.
That is direct, yeah. She
Yeah.
just bluntly said that. Like, well, I only date white guys. Uh, like, oh, uh, is is that what this is about? Like, because I'm white? Like, that's kind of awkward. So you could replace me with another one, and it'd be the same. But I mean, she's a sweet person. And she seems like she's open-minded. Uh, like I've told her about, I don't know, my interests, and she didn't roll her eyes. I mean, a lot of people have rolled their eyes, like, oh, you like science fiction and horror. Like, there are a lot of people who have like this weird elitist attitude towards being a
Oh
nerd
shit.
or playing video games, even though the same person will sit there and watch like 15 hours of TV like a day or something like that. Like, I don't see how like video games that's somehow worse than just sitting around watching Two and a Half Men like all the fucking
Yeah,
time or some
seriously,
shit.
like
I don't
I
get
think
that.
there's just like depending who it is, they have some bizarre like ageist kind of thing about it, you know.
Yeah, like, oh, you're in your
Oh,
30s.
it's
You're
immature for no reason.
Yeah,
Like
you're not
just
supposed to
just
like this
like
shit anymore. Like you're supposed to do this, and uh, it's really dumb.
yeah.
I've seen people have said that about artists also. Like, oh, you're still trying to. Oh, yeah, I'm right on a bed. I'm literally standing on a bed right now. Uh, people have said that about like arts. Like, oh, well, if you're like 35 and you still haven't made your art successful, then and you're still trying to do it, then you're just a big fucking loser. You're a failure. Like you're a piece of shit. Just like
Right.
really harsh, over the top criticism of artists. Uh,
Yeah, I feel like that can translate some to music
oh
too with
yeah, it
that for
definitely
sure.
does.
And you know, at least oh shit. At least you know that though for me it's just like shit, at least I don't have to work whatever shitty job you have. That's why
Yeah.
you're really mad about. Because you know what's funny is I remember someone said to me once, which is funny because like I actually have like some money put away, but I had someone be like, "Oh, aren't you tired of being broke?" And I'm like, "Oh, if I'm tired, I'll just sleep in." 'Cause I ain't got nowhere to fucking go, you know. It's just like,
Ka. Yeah, I've got some money saved away too, like from back when Palfish was actually profitable. Um, but like I don't touch that money. I just let it sit there and rot in my bank account. Um, I only spend like the money I've made in 2021, but like now I'm making so little that uh, I'll have to probably break into that savings,
I mean,
which
but it's good
sucks.
you haven't touched it to this point because you know what I mean. Just like all the times you haven't spent that, like, because hopefully, you know, you just got to find another a way to like just really sure up your income and
Yeah,
you know you've
and
like put yourself in a position you know where you're doing you know you can dip into that so
I had a few ideas. One idea that I flirted with, but I don't know if it's realistic, is oh shit. Well, it's not with shit. It doesn't involve fecal matter. But
there's a real market for it out here.
hell yeah. I mean, there's plenty of it, you know. But um, there's all these channels like Radio TTS where they just like have a robot read Reddit posts of like people's stories, and I thought about doing something like that, except I would draw the story like a comic book format, but I would need a tablet because if I did it on paper, it would just take a long time to scan it and to all that. But if I had a
Right.
tablet, I could just draw it out in the same style but color it immediately without scanning it and make videos out of that and see if that works out. And if I had a tablet, I could just try and experiment with that. But my friend, I have this there's this Cambodian woman I became friends with like over a year ago named Can, and she's a gamer too. She like found all these tablets that I could use for my art, but like
Oh,
they're
nice.
they're like a grand. Like the ones that don't slow down. What I mean is that there's this problem with like cheaper ones where you draw it, but like the drawing is delayed, which fucks up the pen. It fucks up what you've made basically. It causes mistakes, like visual errors. Uh, but for better ones, they won't do that, but they cost a lot more money. So it's like I don't know. Maybe I can't do this idea. Like I like the idea, but I don't fucking know.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely. I mean, the thing about it too is it's just like, you know, just like with everything else, like where even just like with art and stuff, it just takes a lot to get something to take off too,
Yeah,
and
it
also
does.
just a lot of it just can be luck too, or whatever it is. Like it's so fucking stupid, man. Like I'm just gonna jump into this ravine. Fuck it.
Fuck my life
Um.
into pieces.
Oh wait, I don't have anything. Why'd I do that? I don't even have a pickaxe. That was a mistake.
Caw. Maybe you can make one down there though.
I don't even know if I have any wood. I don't have like any. I put everything in that chest, and then I can't remember which direction it went. Oh, I do have sticks. Um,
Lady.
I don't have a table though. Um, but yeah, forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, it's
Art.
so funny. Like, started doing the Let's Play thing and editing that. I fucked it up, so I have to start over again.
Oh,
But like I'm learning like short like hotkeys and stuff that are gonna save me time when it comes to like editing. But yeah, it's just like I don't know how people are gonna find it or watch it. It's just like just fucking like really impossible to know, I guess. Oh shit. Oh, I died.
oh,
Whatever.
oh
Good
shit.
riddance. I didn't lose much of anything. Just gotta figure out which direction I need to go. Maybe I went in the direction of Bed Cruise.
Bed
I just,
cruise.
yeah, I just can't remember which
What about shed cruise? Have you checked shed
where those
cruise?
mountains were. Oh, that's right. I actually do remember heading this way now. Okay.
And I remember you
Yeah,
went
Shed Cruise.
past. You went past that old place. Your racist friend. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's this direction. Um, yeah, that windmill's called Ted Cruz Was Never Here
Yeah.
windmill.
Yeah. Because he was never there. You know, like why
Fucking
should he
I
be?
know.
Fuck him. Like if I'm gonna go into a windmill, I need to make sure that he's never been there. If he's been there, then it's like all filthy and sticky, and I don't want to go into that. I don't want to mess with
Is
that
that
shit.
windmill Cancun? I don't think so.
Windmill Cancun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was talking about that woman. Yeah. Uh, I don't know what to think of the situation, and she's a nice person, and she I showed her Alien like
Oh,
just
nice.
before New Year's, and she was into it, but she was also like covering her face half the time because it scared the shit out of her. But like a month ago, we were still just getting to know each other, but then she's like, I have something important to tell you. I'm like, what's this? And she's like, I love you, and I'm just like,
Oh,
huh, like you are really like rushing into this. and
yeah,
and knowing that she wouldn't have bothered to meet me if I were Asian, uh, I don't know, and I don't know what to say to her. I don't know what to think of the whole situation. I mean, I'm giving her a chance, but like the other day she's like, I don't like Chinese people. She just like said that. I'm just like, I'm gonna ask her to
Yeah,
clarify that. She just said it, and I didn't bother to like. Whoa, my screen is like glitching. It's like weird.
might be a good time to start planning an exit strategy.
Well, I'm gonna ask her about it and see what she says. Like I'm gonna say like, hey, that's not cool. Like, what the fuck? Like, why do you have a problem with this entire ethnic group? And I mean, English isn't her first language, so I'll give her a chance. And I just, I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. I'm gonna talk to her about that, and I might just tell her straight up, like, I feel like you're rushing into this. Um, I mean, she's a nice person, but like, she's not giving me time to like be comfortable around her. She's just like really rushing in. Uh, but she's also kind of a little bit jealous, not in the same way that Yun Lee was jealous. Yun Lee was the Vietnamese lady who literally stalked me internationally.
Oh,
Yeah, but like 2 years ago, she's the one that showed up at my apartment, and she's the one who got jealous of me for talking to my mom, because my mom is technically another woman. Yeah, her saying
yeah,
that.
that's insane.
Yeah, that woman was fucking crazy, and she's also the one who eventually just said that she just wanted to have a mixed race baby and offered to pay me to impregnate her. I'm like, no, fuck you. Like, no, absolutely not. Uh, but so this Cambodian woman, her name is
Oh, I
Ali.
found it, I think. Thank God.
She's not like that on that level, but she. If I tell her, oh, I met my friend today, and she's like, is your friend a woman? She gets like upset, not really angry, but she just is insecure. She's told me she's been cheated on before. Like the guy that she was with, who is the father of her son, she has no connection with him. Like they were dating, they were in a relationship. She got pregnant on accident. She wanted to get an abortion. He said no. He wanted to like help her raise this kid, and she's like, okay, well if you're gonna be here with me, then I guess we'll raise this kid. And the second, and this is her story, like so I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it's true, but I have no idea if it is. But the second she had the kid, he just bailed on her. Went to New Zealand with his rich family, and he was Cambodian. Also, he's not a white guy. Um, so he went to New Zealand, and he decided not to be a part of her existence, and she decided that he shouldn't be a part of her son's existence, and she's just been sort of stuck in this limbo for years, and she's a business owner, so I don't think she's after money. I think she just assumes that a white guy would give her more stability emotionally, though. And I do feel like she wants help from someone with her business. It's not like she's just some homeless lady looking for a guy to pay for her existence. Like she has her own career. She has like a little restaurant in the rural area of Cambodia. But yeah, I just don't know what to think of the situation.
I
It's
mean,
complicated.
it's one of those things that you might not have to deal with now, but just be aware that eventually you may, like,
Yeah,
oh shit, I don't have any food.
one part or another. Like, I mean, she has a son. I just don't think of that. Like, you know, working or teaching for 3 years to little kids. Like, I think I hate all little boys. Like, I don't mean like 10-year-olds, but like when they're 4 or 5, then I just fucking hate them. Like, they're just so fucking annoying. Like, all of them. Every single one I've taught has just been annoying and obnoxious and too playful. And the parents just let them be that way. And it just, like, gets on my fucking nerves. Like, oh, another little boy, like, on the company website that wants me to teach them. I wonder if they'll be obnoxious and dumb. And oh look, they're obnoxious and dumb and really fucking loud. Like, for no reason. But if it was a girl, the parents would tell the kid to behave. But since it's a boy, the parents just like, oh yeah, go ahead, be a monster. Like, so, just be a
Yeah,
monster.
I
Boys
mean,
are supposed to be like that.
I know it's like every situation's different, but I know like with Kelsey, it was like it was kind of easy to not be totally involved because her kid had a dad,
Yeah,
but
and
she wasn't like asking me to do that, you know. I
yeah,
was
and
just kind of like, I mean, I still had to like be around her kid all the time though,
yeah,
and like watch her and just like all the time. So, um, but the fact that she doesn't and he left, that might, and she's being like that, not a good sign for the role she might expect you to play. But I mean, I don't know, man. I guess like as long as you know what you want, I think you just talk to her about it, and then like I said, like maybe you don't have to bring it up right away, but it's stuff where like once you know what you want to do, if you guys don't feel the same way about it, then I guess that kind of makes the decision easier, you know?
yeah. And I'm just gonna take it very slowly and oh, fuck off. Oh, that's not a creeper. Okay, never mind. I don't care. As long as it's not a creeper. Uh, yeah, I told her like straight up like I want to go slowly, and she keeps accelerating it, so I might tell her again. But like all I've said is like mostly just like the negative things. Like I mean, she's a nice person, and she seems to want to be helpful, and she seems to like my art. She It just sounds like a fucking skeleton. Like, you just interrupted me. What the fuck, you skeleton? Like, I was clearly talking, and the skeleton decides, oh, I'm gonna interrupt your conversation by shooting you in the
I'm
ass. Like,
so sorry. I'm so embarrassed.
God. The skeleton ought to be embarrassed, yeah. I demand an apology, and I demand an apology from Notch and all of Scandinavia for that skeleton doing that. Yeah, I think that's a
And
reasonable request.
letter.
Like, if I insist that it's a reasonable request, then it automatically is a reasonable request. That's how it works. That's how life works, bro. Hell yeah.
How it is. LP.
Fuck. Stick it up my ass. But yeah, I told her I want to go slow, and I'll remind her again. And um, we haven't like I've been we haven't done anything physical or anything either. Like I've deliberately just been slow at everything because I just want to like process it and think about it. Like, how involved would I have to be, like, with her kid? And she's struggling with her kid. Like, he doesn't go to school, and she doesn't have the money to send him to the right school when he gets old enough a year from now, and that also concerns me. Um,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I definitely felt like I got lucky with all that, where it wasn't as much of a factor for me with some of those things. Like,
yeah, and Kelsey's kid was older, right? She wasn't like
no, she
4,
was like 5. Yeah, she was 5.
and usually like I don't believe in the idea that like biology is why like girls can have the illusion of maturing faster. I think it's all just the parents. Like, the parent assumes that the boy will just be dumb, so they just let the boy be dumb, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, their boy is being dumb because the parent is letting them be dumb. I've seen
Oh,
it. Like,
her kid was a little shithead when we dated. I mean, she was fine, but I mean, she was certainly like she thought like poop was the funniest thing and stuff like that. So she was like fucking super immature, just kid, like.
poop.
Yeah, I remember one time she was like eating a hot dog, and she was holding in her hand, and I just leaned over and bit out of the hot dog in her hand, and she started crying, and I was like, oh my god,
Ka.
trying to be funny or whatever. And I was like, ooh.
um, what was I gonna say? I might have mentioned this before, but it always like burned a hole in my brain. Like this I had these two kids. They were twins, fraternal twins, Ping and An. There's their names. I think Ping was the boy and An was the girl. They're both like 5 or 6. The girl knew how to be a student. She would just sit there and behave. But the boy was a little piece of shit. Like I fucking hated him. He was also like talentless, like just terrible at English. Uh, for some reason, the girl was just better at it, and she was more patient, and it was easier to be patient with her. But the parents, they had different ways of dealing with them, and this just pissed me off. Like whenever she would get loud and act up, they would tell her to stop. As you should do with the kid. Like, let them know, like, hey, stop being annoying. Because then it'll be easier for them to stop being annoying when they're older. But whenever the boy would do worse, like louder and more obnoxious, they just wouldn't say anything. And the little girl, his sister, would just plug her ears sometimes because Ping, the boy, was just so loud and obnoxious, and it just pissed me off. I'm just like, why aren't you treating him the same? Like, he's only obnoxious because you're letting him be obnoxious. It's not because he's a fucking boy. There's nothing
Yeah.
inherently biological about him that makes him more obnoxious. It's because you expect him to be obnoxious because of his sex. So you just let him be obnoxious. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like he's going to be obnoxious because of this. So I'm just going to let him be obnoxious. Like no, it's because you're not training him right. Like I've met a couple young boys before who have not been obnoxious. They weren't. I think they're like 6 or 7, but still, they weren't freaks. They weren't showing me their dicks and laughing. Like they weren't doing shit like that. Like that Ping boy was really annoying because whenever he'd get the wrong answer, his solution was just to scream the same answer but louder.
Oh.
Like just like really loud, just scream it, and like on his sister would plug her ears, and it was like clearly hurting her ears, and he's just like ah, and I'm just like, this is not fucking cute. This is not fucking cool. Like fuck, shut the fuck up, little boy. Like god damn. And the mom and dad just sit there, like just I don't know, jerking each other off or whatever, just not doing anything about it. Just pissed me off so much. Like I fucking hate parents who are like that. And fuck Michael Shermer also. Like Michael Shermer had this long streaming podcast recently where he was just going on and on about how much he hates feminism and how like boys are supposed to be this way, and any attempt to change them was just like sexist or whatever. Like if you're trying to make a boy be accountable for their actions or be mature, then you're a sexist asshole or something like that. Like he didn't say those exact words, but it came off that way. Like that boys are supposed
Sounds
to be
like
this
me.
way.
I don't know who that is. Sounds
He
really dumb.
he was part of like the early skeptic community 10 years ago. Like Michael Shermer, Sam Harris, Daniel Dennett, and Richard Dawkins and Christopher Hitchens. Like he would hang out with them, and I think Michael Shermer's
Oh
just
yeah,
a
none of those people have aged well.
yeah.
Christopher Hitchens hasn't aged at all.
Whoa, whoa.
I'm sure
um,
you would appreciate that joke.
I think Daniel Dennett is the only one that I know of who hasn't said anything shitty. Richard Dawkins has said shitty things, and I mean Christopher Hitchens said shitty things toward the end of his life also, like about how women can't be comedians because they don't need to be funny, therefore they don't have the ability to be funny. And I'm just like, you sound like a horny, weird dumbass. Like he's just like, why should they be funny? I mean, they're so alluring and so pretty, and
The fuck?
he's like sitting there getting like hard in this interview, like talking about how women don't need to be funny, therefore they don't know how to be funny, just on like a almost a genetic level. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Like you sound like a boomer psycho weirdo who's like out of touch with how the real world works. Uh, and then he fucking died. Yeah. Uh, I don't know if he changed his mind, and it's weird to hear someone say that when, like, in his early life, he claimed to have been a Marxist, and that he was still a Marxist, but just more conservative. Uh, It's like weird to hear him say like these things. Whatever, these contradictions. At least to me, I feel like that's like a contradiction.
Oh yeah, no, I imagine so. I just feel like people just try to make whatever fit with their shitty worldview, you know?
Yeah, and yeah, none of those people aged well. And Michael Shermer just like I followed him 10 years ago on Facebook just because of his like criticism of religion, and I thought, well, he does a decent job of that. At least I thought so back in 2010. But yeah, he's just like all these like skeptics just put so much time in just punching down on women for some reason. Even like some female skeptics who just buy into like dumb libertarian conspiracy theories and all of that horseshit. Just so many fucking stupid morons with their stupid fucking adolescent beliefs. Just so irritating.
I saw some for some reason this one leftist show I watched. They were watching this episode of Politically Incorrect from the '90s and like making fun of everyone on there pretty much.
Bill fucking Maher.
It was so stupid, dude. Bill Maher was on there talking about he's like and I'm guessing like the context to this stupid statement was this is probably like shortly after the Soviet Union or whatever
Yeah, the collapse.
wall collapse. Yeah. Um. Oh shit! I didn't put it was wool. Damn it!
Do you have a bed?
I don't have a bed again. No. Hold on. Let me double check this chest. Maybe I left something.
I need a
Oh, I put
rush.
it in
I need a Rush Limbaugh on my way to a cave.
here.
Oh yeah, he's been dead for almost a year now. Good.
God damn it. Ah,
Well, I'm in an igloo. Do you have a bed or wool?
no. I think that was one of the things I lost my guide.
Okay, I'm gonna rush back to
When did I die again?
Kathleen Hanna.
Um, yeah, like it was so fucking dumb, dude. Like Bill Maher's on there saying like, it's so, the way he's like, okay, if we didn't go in and fight the war in Vietnam, he was like basically justifying Vietnam by saying like, it didn't matter where it happened, but it needed to happen because once we went in there, we showed the Soviet Union that we actually did have some balls, and we were
What?
willing to back up what we were saying. And if not for that, then the Soviet Union wouldn't have collapsed. So it
God.
doesn't matter where it happened, but it's a good thing it did happen. And I was just like, and he's
It's
like calling like communism evil and all this dumb shit, and then like the person directly to his right agreeing with him is Dennis Prager, and I'm like, oh yeah,
oh, ew.
look at that liberal you claim to be, Bill Maher, and look at who's like sitting next to you agreeing with you.
Yeah, Bill Maher's a conservative. He just
And then the other people on
doesn't
the
know it.
panel were Christopher Hitchens,
Hmm.
Whoopi Goldberg, and Gene Simmons.
What the fuck? Why would Gene Simmons' opinion matters for anything ever? Yeah, first of all, I don't know what Whoopi Goldberg's stances are. I know she said like some shitty classes stuff before.
She's
Uh,
like she was one of, I mean, like really like the two worst people on that episode were Bill Maher and Dennis Prager. Even Gene
yeah.
Simmons wasn't coming off as bad as them at the time, like somehow.
And I imagine Christopher Hitchens was more left wing back then.
Yeah, yeah. Cuz he was like, defending uh communism and like other countries, like generally he wasn't being like really bigoted in any way, like on that show.
That whole thing that Bill Maher went on though, like we needed to show the Russians that we have balls. Like I don't think the Russians ever doubted that we had any sort of strength. I think that's why they were like rapidly advancing so quickly. Actually, they're trying to catch up to like other parts of the world, because in 1900 Russia was just like an agrarian, like just like no development, like was basically just nothing. And then by 1950, by 1960 even, they were, hell, let's just go from 1910 to 1960, like a good solid 50 years. Like they rapidly advanced. Like people say like, oh, communism ends innovation, but like look at all of, like the shitty movies that come out. They're all the same. All the Marvel movies and Christmas movies. Like there isn't really that much innovation there, like, is there? But then like the Soviet Union and specifically Russia advanced so much. Like in 50 years, like from
Yeah.
this agrarian farmer state with like slavery and shit to a spacefaring civilization with nuclear power in 50 years. Like that's a big jump in 50 years. That's a bigger leap than what we did from 1910 to 1960, and we were advancing pretty fast too. Uh,
Yeah, no doubt, no
and
doubt.
and we were ahead of them in 1910. You know, and I'm not saying like Soviet Russia was perfect. I'm just saying like the idea that like they thought that we didn't have balls, quote unquote, or whatever, is like nonsensical. They clearly felt really competitive against
Also,
us,
like
against the
using
United
that as
States.
like a
To go
justification
into
for
Vietnam,
like
yeah,
millions of people to die is just
yeah,
insane.
that's
Like,
crazy. That makes no fucking sense. And it's just like a lazy person who would say that. Like a lazy fucking person who's never like had a hard day in their entire life would say some like war's a good thing. Like herp derp. Like they've
yeah,
never had to
because
lift a fucking finger in their entire fucking life.
because I think even Whoopi at
Fucking
the time was one of the people saying like that's not a good enough reason.
yeah, it's stupid.
Like what the fuck are you? You know?
I remember like arguing with Brett Smith about like World War II and the dropping of the nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and he's just like saying like the classic old conservative thing, which is like, well, if we hadn't done that, then more people might have died when we eventually did a land invasion. And I'm just like,
We didn't kill more people might have died.
yeah, and I'm just like, that doesn't make
We didn't
sense
kill a
because,
250,000 people in a fucking instant.
yeah, and the majority of them are just civilians. Like I think Nagasaki, I think one of them had less than 10,000 soldiers, like maybe even less than 1,000, and like, but 50,000 or more
We
civilians
showed them
died
we
from
had
that.
bombs.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
showed them
so
that
crazy.
Uncle Sam is straight as fuck.
Actually, when we were going to Heartland together, I did one of my papers on if it was necessary to drop the atomic bomb. And I had to write like a 10-page paper on it, and it's just like, no, no, it wasn't. The whole war probably would have dragged on like another 6 months or something.
Yeah,
Oh shit! Oh my
but
god, I'm almost dead. What the fuck?
Japan was gonna lose. I mean,
Oh my god! No! No! No!
oh,
No! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
sounds like you're having a hot time over there.
Oh, I
Oh
just
shit!
died.
Oh
Ah,
yeah! I just see that message just appears like, oh, boop, this happened.
I think I
Ka.
know where my stuff is. Maybe. Oh my god. Anyway, go on.
But
Fuck.
oh, you're in a bed. Okay, I'm gonna rush to bed too. Let me just get these last few blocks out of space anyway. I think. Yeah, I hear you, zombie. What was I saying? Or were you saying like we were talking about the atomic blasts and people who justify it? Uh, shit, I don't remember.
Yeah, I was mostly just. Well, I was just starting on how Bill Maher's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I mean, but
that's
from
universal.
his
Like,
really dumb takes today, all the way back then, that's what he was saying too, and I was just like. And then I saw another one, or I think like I was talking to Rick about that, and he mentioned the episode from the '90s where Boots Riley was on, or like maybe even early 2000s at the time. I think, because maybe they were talking about the Iraq War,
Oh shit!
and yeah, it's just so dumb, like, because he's just someone who's just like, oh yeah, communism bad, communism same as Hitler bad,
Somehow, yeah.
just like, oh, you know who
Oh,
killed Hitler, by the way?
the Russians. Oh, that's
Nothing
what I was
like
gonna say.
this.
Like the Russians and the Americans were like allies, and the British, like we were like uh, all trying to defeat the Nazis, and Japan was at war with Russia also, and we were at war with Japan, so Japan was going to lose anyway. It was just a matter of time, and the nuclear bombs
All
accelerated
right.
it. But like, it's mostly civilians who died, and it's easy to say like, oh, well, that's a good thing. Like, yeah, so a few civilians died, big, you know, whatever, whoop de fucking do. But it's like, you say that until you're the fucking civilian. Then it's like, oh, now you're the collateral. Like, what do you think now, you fucking idiot? Like,
And also, like, any position you're going to take where you're justifying the deaths of that many people is just fucking absurd.
yeah, it's
Like,
automatically just inherently wrong.
what a fucking shit fucking position to take.
Stupidity is hot.
It reminds me of going back to how stupid my drummer was when I remember when all this fucking COVID shit started. One of the things was him complaining about stuff, and he was just like, "Oh, what? It's only got like a 1% death rate." Because this is when the death rate was even projected higher at the time, because like no vaccines and stuff like that. And I was like, "Hey, what's 1% of 300 million?" It's just like, what
Yeah,
are
what
you
a
fucking
dumbass.
talking about, dude? Like,
Fucking
are you
moron.
kidding me? Okay, what's 1% of 8 billion?
Yeah, that's about I don't know, 300 million or something like that. 200 to 300
It's
million.
it's it's just like insane. It's like, so that's fine with you? Okay, cool.
Yeah, like just like that's their justification for being so mad, getting their underwear bunched up over mask mandates.
And
Like,
that's why I shouldn't wear a mask.
yeah, like see that isn't that logical? Just like how do so many people not think about how fucking dumb they sound when they say stupid shit like that? So many fucking people. Like it's like that's its own epidemic.
Yeah, no, there's just a part of like people's brains missing because like I don't even know what you can do besides like that's why like mandates are a good thing. And, oh shit! Oh my god! Well, I'm falling in lava.
Oh, I'm about to see a message. Yep, there it is. Tried to swim in lava.
Dude,
Oh
that was
yeah.
so fu- Oh man, I wish I was recording that. I fucking I was just running in the right direction and I was like, "Oh, I just got to jump over this little um split in the ground here." And then I was like, "Oh, nope, that's bigger than I thought." And way deeper.
Whoop. That's hot.
Directly above lava.
Yeah.
Um
You lucked out, baby.
yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know what I could ever say to that dude besides, "Oh, well, I don't think we should play music together anymore." And that's after, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was fairly kind in a way about it, I guess. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. You gave him a lot of
I don't know.
tolerance.
Yeah, and
A
I
lot of
never,
time.
like, even tried to necessarily be judgmental about it. I just more matter of fact, like, because it's like, I even just tried being like, all right, like we never really talked about this, but it's like, if that's all right, if that's what you're gonna do, like that's what you're doing, like whatever, like. But at a certain point, it's like, all right, well, now it's a fucking problem, man. It's just like,
Yeah, it's a big fucking problem.
yeah, it's like, well,
And the drummer doesn't take it seriously, then okay, then he wants to be a baby about it. That's his choice.
and he's just gonna find, it's just the thing, I guess, like when you're just gonna find yourself like more and more alone,
Yeah.
when you do that stuff. So, I mean,
Fuck the
You
rest
know,
of the human
hopefully.
race. I don't give a shit about the rest of the human race. I just want to jerk off, but I can't wear a mask when I jerk off in public. You know, that
What
just
about my needs?
what about my freedom?
It
Yeah,
was so
that's
funny.
freedom addiction.
I saw a majority report thing today, and like Ben Shapiro's talking about. He's like, well, so what are we? What are we supposed to just have a toy aisle that's just gender fluid now, or I mean,
What's wrong
you're
with
not
that?
even recognizing. And then he's just like going on. He's like, you're gonna mandate that we have another aisle where there's just there's just toys for regardless of gender, and you're not gonna respect gender norms. And he's just saying this shit, and then
What is
like
a gender norm? Like, what the fuck? It's
it
just like
like stops,
crazy
and then
sounding.
like Sam Cedar's just like, okay, let's say that somehow every store mandates a third toy aisle for gender fluid children. So what?
Yeah,
Like,
so what? Like,
literally nothing will change at all.
yeah,
Like, who
like,
gives a shit?
yeah, really. Like, just get a fucking
So
life. God damn. Like, why do so many people respect this loser? And some of his like bullshit has made it here. Like, I found a woman on Tinder,
oh no.
uh, who she's like, I think my picture should tell you about how I see the world. And there's a picture of her sitting there with like a cat or something on her lap, and then the next picture is like her book collection, and it's like, uh-oh. Like, I see a picture of the Dalai Lama, I see the picture of Jordan Peterson, and Ben Shapiro, just like this trifecta of stupid morons. Like, oh god. It's like, so you're telling me that you're a fucking idiot? Okay, cool. And
Every time I every time I hear Jordan Peterson's name, I think of that like super mega bit where they like act like they go to meet Jordan Peterson and ask him about this tweet that Tim Allen made, where he's like, they're like, Mr. Peterson, Tim Allen says if man comes from monkey, then why is there still monkey? And he's like, well, I think Mr. Allen is correct. Man came from monkey, then why is there
whoa,
still monkey?
he really defeated those scientists.
It's
Those
so
science
stupid.
bitches. What do the science bitches know about anything? Huh?
Jordan Peterson is like one of the dumber. At least like I feel like Ben Shapiro can like is smart enough to like pretend that he hasn't. You know what I mean? Like he has the ability to like try to defend a bullshit idea, but Jordan Peterson just like seems like confused about what he's even saying. Like
A
he's
lost
like
old man.
Dave Rubin or someone where he's just like just seems like a total fucking moron. Like I mean Ben Shapiro is too, but he at least like
Yeah.
is articulate and being very dumb,
Yeah,
you
he's good at
know.
being dumb. Like, I'm dumb, but I'm professionally dumb.
Yeah, I get paid a lot of money by the Koch brothers.
Hell yeah. Oh, you know, you should definitely watch that Don't Look Now movie because, like, they have the equivalent of Fox News in the movie, and Fox News is constantly going on about how, the comet that's going to crash into the Earth is fake, or that you should have your right to not be saved. Like, that's your right to be, your right to die from the comet, your right to have extinction happen, your personal
Oh my
liberty.
god.
Just like, and they have Vic Mackey from the Shield playing that character. He's only there a couple
Oh, he'd
times.
be good for that. That's
Yeah,
funny.
he did a good job. Like, he just sounds so convinced and chipper. Yeah, the comet's coming, and he's like, now the top story that everyone is talking about tonight: topless elderly care centers. Meanwhile, the world is like in chaos. It's just like so good. It's like such a
They
perfect analogy,
they
perfect
made a
satire.
um they should make a movie with him and Hank from Breaking Bad where they play brothers. They should just remake like Step Brothers or something with those two.
Ooh,
Oh
oh,
hey, here's all my shit.
I jerk off to that. God damn.
I drill a hole in that and fuck it.
I drill a hole in Vic Mackey and fuck that. Hell yeah. Fuck his intestines. Fuck his kidneys. God damn. He'd
Vic
fucking love all
Mackey.
of it. Yeah, god damn it. Piece of
It's
shit.
funny. I have like the whole series of The Shield on DVD, but it's like an old DVD set, so it's got like 4 episodes on a disc, so it's got like
Oops.
50 discs or something.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I remember finding that '70s show on DVD at Monster Pond. It was like the entire series, but it was like that, and it was just 50 fucking discs, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't remember if I found this show very funny, but like, God, that's way too many discs for this. Like, it's gonna take up a
I'll
lot of
put my
space.
foot in your ass.
Oh, dumbass! Oh, he said dumbass again. Oh, he said it again. Holy shit!
I just hope RoboCop doesn't come back around.
Ah! What they should have done is had that '80s show on DVD, but like half an episode per disc. And the joke is that the
And
show is
just
terrible,
insert Fez in there still for no reason.
like CGI Fez.
Yeah, just
But
like
it's early 2000.
like
It's like,
cut him out like with his lines from that '70s show and just put them in, just
but
force them into that '80s show like storylines for some
but it's
reason.
early like 2002 CGI, so it just looks like plastic, like the Matrix sequels, where it just looks like plastic Neo.
And then like if there's
Oh
any
shit.
like if there's any like properties they can't get like any like it's like Space Ghost animation on Adult Swim or something.
Oh shit. No, fuck. Fucking
If they have
dumb
like a
piece of shit.
still or something that they can't find, then they just find footage from that Yo Mama show that Roger Valderrama hosted, where people told
Shit.
Yo Mama jokes to each other for money on MTV.
Oh yeah, that was also in Living Color, like the Dirty Dozens, and the whole thing was, "Yo, mama's so fat, she sits around the house. You get it? You get it? You piece
Oh
of shit.
man,
I don't fucking get it. I refuse to get it. That's my legal right. I
yeah,
can't sleep because it's a monster." Oh
I
hey,
am running down the road
Dream,
anyhow.
running down the dream.
Running down the dream.
I like that Tom Petty song, and I saw your status where people kept comparing you to Tom Petty.
Yeah, I like some. No, it's just one of those things where I'm like, yeah, this is fine, but everyone's like, dude, he's like, they like put him up there with like
Neil
Bob
Young.
Dylan or something. I'm like,
I had a problem with him. Um, I noticed he's not wearing any masks though. It causes extinction somehow. Like you just tell it to one person, and they're just like, and they tell it to the next person. Like, look at this guy. He just told this joke. He's a piece of shit. And like somehow it leads to like people hating that culture where you live in because you're the one who told the joke, and they associate the culture with the joke, and then like the allies of that country like get mad or whatever, and it just leads to nuclear war. I want to make a joke that's that bad. It's got to have like an animal pun in it. Um, and
definitely.
also it has to reference that stupid fucking Brandon thing. That all the conservatives are jerking off
And
to.
some guy was like some conservative guy was actually talking to Joe Biden, like just some
Yeah.
dude, and then he said that at the end. He was like, "Oh, and I just wanted to say, let's go, Brandon." And Biden had no idea what was going on. He's like, "Yeah, let's go, Brandon." He's like, of course he has to know like what that is, but he's just so confused. He just didn't even.